Welcome everyone to the West, a Dishonored RPG campaign that we run when we want to.
Deal with it, suckers.
Exactly.
Sure.
So, last session, you all gallivanted around Triptych a little bit. Three of you, Jacob Reed, Anton Blackburn, don't ever really use his last name, and Sab, just Sab, went to go visit the ex-curator of the Pandician Art Institute, or Triptychian, if you will. You got mired in more ways than one, bear traps and in the mud, but eventually made your way there and proposed to him to make a forgery of a very famous painting here in Triptych that the town itself is named after. While you guys were doing that, Heisel went to a race, a motorcycle race. You met a lot of interesting folks there. Some creepy, some friendly. Mikhail was there. You watched the race, and technically Artie lost, according to the rules, but it's the thought that counts. She was close. You also arranged a meeting with Sibel Ascanti this night, a local dynamite magnate, although it's not dynamite, it's a scantite because she's vain.
So hard to handle, like harder than usual.
What do you mean?
Oh, I mean, she was just harder to get a meeting with than I expected.
Yeah. Yep, not everyone is enamored with the void.
Which is really very sad.
You used your persuasive powers to explain to her that there's actually very powerful explosives all over the world. Which is
That's
more
not
or less
true.
true. There are whales.
That's true. Voidrite also is volatile. Not flammable, but like you could probably make some big explosives with that. Not sure how they'd work, but that's a question for later. So, we'll go ahead and probably pick up. Do you guys remember the last note that you guys dealt with?
I think they were heading back, weren't they?
He just finished the painting, reads
Yes.
the water,
Breathe in the water.
and I think we're basically like, okay, we've made the deal, figure out we've got an ally. Next steps.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the next steps for you guys?
Well, we were gonna get the supplies that we needed for the forgery. Might be the next thing.
We could do that. And technically, we haven't checked out the black market because you got
That's true.
deathified. I think we wait for high. There. Figure out what to do because we have to get back to sunlight at some point.
Soon, hopefully. So you don't die.
Yeah.
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 So wait, you want to go to the black market? What's that for? What are you
Just
looking
like
for?
initially we were like, let's try and go to the black market, and then we went to the bar, and then we were gonna do stuff there, and then that's when we met John Reed,
Oh yeah, very initially, yes.
and then we kind of went down that whole thing.
I still don't even know why you were there, but we're headed right now.
Yes, should we go to the bar? Because then they might know we're like painting supplies. No, let's head. Let's head to the art place because I got to go check out how the triptych got taken, and then also we can be gifted art supplies.
I doubt they would just give us supplies, and maybe we shouldn't go to the museum and ask for supplies for a 12-foot tall painting.
If it's just
That's like a lot of paint, and they'd get suspicious and probably just wouldn't give it to us because why would they be giving away paint for free?
well, I mean, they're not doing anything else.
Well, but they also are a museum, not a paint store.
But it's like the center of art. They have to
But,
have
like,
like a
finished
few
art.
buckets.
Buckets paint. Have you ever painted
I sketch.
with paint?
No, with
Paint doesn't come in buckets. I mean, we might need bucket loads of paint, but
Yeah.
if we ask for that, that'd be very suspicious.
hey, flasks though.
They don't come in flasks.
What do they come in?
They come in little tin tubes.
Feel like a bucket would be much more useful.
Well, for what we're doing, yeah, but again, that'd be
Like,
incredibly
you can
suspicious.
just splash. Like, need a
No,
background?
that's
splash
not.
it on.
Well, no, it's
Just
not quite.
splash it right
It's
on.
not quite like that either. You don't just splash a background art and you have a background. That would cause just a massive mess, and that would be waste of paint.
But if you had a bucket so full, you wouldn't need that. Let's just. Okay, how about this? You need a silver graph of it, of the picture. And
That
I'm
would
sure
be
they
helpful.
sell souvenirs or something. And I need to find out about the way it got stolen. Because
Well, we don't have to accomplish both things at the same place. I mean, if that's just not going to work out, maybe we could just not try to get all the supplies at a place that doesn't sell any of them.
what?
Well, maybe we could just go to the museum so you can see how it was stolen or something.
Okay.
Hello. Oh, not at all.
Okay.
Thanks so
Roger
much.
that. Thank you.
Are we still at the guy's house?
Eric's?
Yeah.
I think you guys had left last session, didn't you?
I think
You did just tell me that you left, but
Okay.
if you want to, we can easily retcon it.
No, I forgot.
No,
Okay.
I don't want to go
I
through
just
water.
wanted to clarify.
He would have been an excellent person to ask.
Yeah. Well, we can abduct him later.
Are you? Wait a second. No, you guys didn't leave because you guys didn't have to have any sort of conversation about like, okay, where are the traps and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Oh, that's true.
Still there.
Okay, so let's just say Merrick was, I don't know.
Could ask him.
Yeah, he was not.
I bet he
participating.
owns tiny little tubes.
Well, I think he said he has the stuff to make paint.
Oh well, certainly.
And do you have a silver graph of the original triptych?
Oh, I'm afraid that has been staying in the Art Institute.
Well, we can just steal that then. Or
We
ask
have
for it.
multiple copies, you know.
They'll steal it. Working on it.
Well,
Would they give it to us for free?
possibly.
But it's not stealing.
Hmm.
It's just
It doesn't cost that much money to
How much?
reproduce a notes.
Well,
leave
that's
the-
basically like not stealing then, so we just take it.
leave some notes.
Yeah.
Put the notes there. It saves them the time of.
Well, listen, you should just. You're looking for more paint, right?
Well, I mean, I'm looking for all the materials to make it, yeah.
Sell paint there.
They do?
Right,
Their
it's,
paint
the,
store
it's the
too.
Art Institute. It's not just a museum.
Oh, I thought it was just a museum.
No,
in the
it's a
name of-
school.
or- Oh, I didn't know it was a school.
Mm-hmm, indeed. That
Art
wasn't
Well,
my half of it.
The average museum does not sell paint.
Not the average museum. It's the Institute of Art. It's never settles a museum.
Well, but
Think of it as a collection within an institute.
Think of it like in case they're creating their own demand, their own supply and demand. Good business strategy.
Not exactly the goal there, but closer.
well, you created a mob right by it.
They're
What?
gone by now.
Excuse me? A riot?
I was helping and gave money to the institute. People just are very excited about
Oh,
triptych
Fair
It riled
enough.
up the mob.
and liberty and stuff like that.
And stuff like okay, fair enough. But listen, it's not going to be suspicious to buy paints of that quantity.
That's what I thought.
Right.
That's what I said. Yeah, so we can't buy them there. We
Right.
have to find some other place.
It's not just Pattering who makes big paintings. It's absolutely fine to buy vast quantities. It will be quite expensive, probably. And
Also, I
I
don't
will
know-
not be painting with stolen paints.
If I don't
They're
have enough
valuable.
money, then you
You'd
can.
be, in effect, stealing from the Institute.
If I don't have enough money for all the paint I'm going to need, then you're going to just paint with the stuff that I bought, and I can paint with the stuff that I stole, and that's fine. Then you're not painting with stolen paints. You're
Make a talk check.
I mean, we're giving it back, but I mean, sure. I mean, I'll work with.
2 successes.
I get it.
Okay.
You know, people. I don't know.
It's, we're not quite
This is
giving
really
back.
dumb.
I won't work with stolen paints, but I guess I can't stop you from doing such a thing. Except just know that I will probably take that as an insult. My institution, you're stealing from. Well, was.
It's not right now. So
No.
I'm stealing from whoever took over for you and trying to get you back reinstated so that it can be restored to its former glory.
It's still.
So I'm really helping the Art Institute.
by stealing.
Yes.
You know what would help more
What?
is if you actually paid for the paints and then still did this good thing.
If I don't have the money, then I'm not gonna.
Do you gentlemen not have jobs?
No. I'm generally an artist, but I'm kind of
Oh, why did I even ask? Of course.
not as
Artists.
many commissions when you're just running around trying to fix your liver failure.
Liver failure. Oof.
There's
I
been
also
a
got
lot
kidnapped,
going
and
on.
turns out when people are kidnapping you, they're not doing it to ask for commissions.
Right, that one. Well,
Is there a sheriff's office or wanted posters like around
oh,
town?
you could probably check by the Triptychian regular militia. They will put sort of things. Any sort of wanted individuals in the area.
Where would that be in town?
I'd hate to tell you the location. Yeah.
By the way, how do you get around without triggering all your traps?
Oh, it's easy. You just don't step on them.
I found that to be very difficult.
Oh, well. We'll try getting better then.
Try not setting traps in front of your entire house.
Oh, I wouldn't need to try. I could just do that.
Then
Know
you're
where they
saying
are.
that it would be very easy for you to do that. And
Oh,
you just
yes.
haven't done it.
Very easy.
You know, if you didn't have those, it'd be a lot easier to, have people walk up to your door and say, I want to forge an entire painting just to get you back as the head of the Art Institute.
Well, yes.
Can you,
You
can
probably,
we, can
like-
you like just ferry us across?
Oh, absolutely. Why didn't you just ask? All right, gentlemen, come along. Well, actually, okay, my canoe is a bit small, so I will lead the way and you just follow me, and you won't trigger any traps. All right. Make a quick study check, both of you. Jacob Reed's gonna do one too. Jacob Reed is good.
Did he finish his?
No, I didn't
Oh
get
no, he doesn't
anything.
have orange
2
juice.
successes.
What's that?
Okay.
What did he have? Not orange juice. I was gonna say, did he finish his orange juice with lots of pulp, and then I realized there was no orange. What a tragedy.
It wasn't orange juice. What was it?
A different kind of juice.
It was. It was
I
like
just don't
Was it
remember what.
Pomegranate juice?
Nectarine.
pomegranate. Yeah,
No,
nectarine.
pomegranates.
Yeah. No pomegranates.
So I got nothing. I don't.
Junk. How many hits did you take on your left leg?
You should have told me to.
I'm sorry, I didn't. This is on me.
Hey.
Do you remember just which leg had taken more?
No.
Okay. Well, then I'll roll another dice to decide which one. Your left leg.
Oh, okay.
Either
Okay.
either 3 or 4.
You take
now.
one stress point and you're going to be limping for a little bit. I told you to follow me. Here, let me get that. And actually, you know what? I don't know. This is routine. It's yeah. He passes it. Just keep your eyes on me and go the rest of the way.
need to like do a conga line, with your hands on this guy's shoulders in order to like actually make it through without stepping on anything.
It's where my feet go that matters, not my hands.
I know, but if you're right behind him and cannot be anywhere but right behind him,
Then
that's
my
why I
probably
think
placement
that
of my
good
conga
feet,
line.
the placement of my feet can still be poor though.
Well, all I'm saying is that
Forward
if
to
you are
backward?
following right behind this guy, you're not about to go. "Wah,"
No,
like that.
because this guy could be like step over, and then I step directly on it.
He's not stepping over. There's a distinct path that if you
Oh.
follow, you're good.
Oh.
See,
Sab,
And I
conga
had
line
to-
would work.
Sab when they get to the shore.
I got
and
a
they
0
wave
on a
goodbye
study
to
check
him,
and got bear
takes
trapped.
out his
It can't be
thing,
that
does a
easy.
cook's catch, and
If I
then
had to
just
roll a
lines out
check.
where the path
All right, make a
goes.
study check.
You just need to
Alright.
do better.
I've succeeded at like none of the study checks.
Oh.
Study carefully.
Yeah. Study carefully. Also, Levi, study
So,
carefully.
One success.
Okay.
One success.
Okay. Check related to the path are decreased by the difficulty of 1. So, no longer difficulty of 2, but still a 1. Remember.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that for both of us?
Yes.
Okay. I don't even think I rolled a 1 before.
And
I don't know, these bear traps, man.
Well, it works.
It does. It's effective.
And common bear
absolutely
traps, man.
does.
All right. So head to the college
Institute.
The institute.
institute.
Oh,
Okay. So, I don't want to ask where you guys are going, but yeah, you guys can make your way to the institute, and there are 2 separate wings. One would be an actual institute, and a much smaller wing would be the collections. Would be where the triptych was, where Heisel ran into assistant curator Tempson Denwich,
Also, where the
mob.
well, I was gonna ask where the Nikolai Graves stuff was.
Yes, that's correct.
I'm
So
gonna
any of the like famous paintings are in the collections wing.
I'm gonna go try to find the Nikolai Graves painting.
Okay. The collections wing would be locked, but if you knocked, you'd hear. You'd hear a couple of locks. You know, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Nikolai Graves' work. I'm interested in observing it.
You actually want to come?
Yeah.
Oh, great! Come on in. Okay.
Do you not get
Wait a
visitors?
second. You're the guys that gave me the money, right?
Yep.
Oh well, we don't really have a fare to come in, but well, thanks.
Cool.
Come on in.
Yeah, it was for the art institute. Big art fans. I'm
Yeah.
interested in.
And we were hoping it
having
could
the
act as a
triptych.
down payment for the paint we're about to buy.
Make a persuasion check. Difficulty of 3.
Oh gosh.
Talk boldly, probably.
Well, that's a success and a complication.
oh no.
We're kind of a separate department. If you want to buy paint,
Oh, that's fine.
that's at the institute.
Yes, and besides, it was a gift.
No,
and
well,
would
it
be
was
kind of
it was
rude
well,
to
it was
ask for
and now it's a
back.
gift. It's a gift because we didn't realize they were separate.
Always a gift.
Yeah, it was just a misunderstanding, but feel free to keep that. It's
You
fine.
misunderstand.
Okay.
a
Well, no,
lot.
yeah, it was a misunderstanding. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Anyway, Nikolai Graves.
Yeah, you guys know the lady that came here that was looking for his work?
What lady?
The lady in here that was coming to see his work?
Did she look like a
Do you have
disgraced
one?
countess?
I don't know what a countess is, but
Like a royal.
no, she doesn't look royal.
Do you get a lot of visitors or just like? Was she the last visitor that you had?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Was she on good behavior or like?
All right, well, here's our graves. And you'd see it's painting of a dog, wolfhound.
Okay. Are there any more? Or is it just the one?
That just looks.
Yeah, I'm sorry, this is the only one we got. Graves is a more avant-garde, I think. We don't have too much of his work. Some private collections, I think, might keep that sort of thing.
Do you know if there are any private collections nearby we might check out?
Well, not nearby. We kind of keep all of most of the art here, all cryptic, but we got some in. I think Surprise has like this big one. I don't remember what it's called. I should really know that. Let's see. I think there's one. I think there's one in Sunline.
Ooh, that's
No, where it is? Like,
Oh no. I think it's like I think that one I do remember the name. It's Ernst Steibers, the big banker guy.
what was that name again?
Ernst Steiber.
you spell
Ern
that?
like a a place you put ashes in, and Steiber like a I don't know what a Steiber is. Stiber.
I don't know what a stabber is either.
Yeah.
The thing you put dagger and gun thing into.
Oh, I don't have
A
either
holster?
of those.
No, a stiper. Then you.
Okay. Well, is that all? Anything else?
I think that's it. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless you had some.
Yeah. I'm a
private
researcher
investigator? Oh,
for the Tears of the Constancy, and I heard that the triptych was stolen, and I was wondering if for research
Hey, wait. It's a
purposes.
radio serial?
Yeah. More
You're a researcher for it?
more an internship than an actual.
What's
paid
an
position.
internship? This is 1881, my friend.
Okay.
I
71.
love this.
It's like an apprenticeship, except before they accept you into their house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was wondering if
So
I could
you're
get
an
like
apprentice of a radio serial? Are you like a writer?
yeah, but research.
Like people are like apprentices for like blacksmiths and like painters.
times are changing though. It's expanding.
Yeah.
Some painters are taking on
So
apprentices.
wait. Are you a
for
writer?
Radio shows.
Again, a researcher right now. I'm working towards that.
Okay. All right.
So I was wondering if you could give
You know,
me.
if you're with the press, you could just say you're with the press. I answer press questions all the time.
Oh well, I'm just asking. Well, okay, it's sort of press-ish, but basically, I'm getting just like to keep it an authentic experience. I was wondering if I could get the information about how the triptych was taken, if there's any like kind of where the case is for that right now.
That was a very large painting, wasn't it? How
Yeah.
could they've gotten it out the doors?
Well, that's the question of the hour. There aren't any doors that are actually big enough
How'd you get
to.
it in?
Oh, what's that?
How'd you get it in?
In pieces?
Well, maybe they took it apart.
I hadn't thought about that. I'm not an investigator. Leave that to the militia. Also, that was also
Oh, right, the controversy.
What's the militia been doing?
the case has been closed for like 7 months now, so or at least they haven't like talked to me. Or so they investigated it and they have no idea. But there was I think they said there were no signs of entry. A bunch of people said it was Merrick. He was in on it. I don't think so. He was kind of strict, but not like a. I don't think he's the kind of guy that would lie to make a profit.
He also stood a lot more to lose from it than he stood to gain.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, have you seen that guy's house? It's
Did he live in the lake thing before when he had a job? That
Oh, you guys visit him?
We saw his house.
Huh.
Bit hard to
No.
get to it. If you
No,
didn't.
he lived here
No.
in the institute.
So
You got
that-
dorms.
okay,
Like,
so it was
national
like
quarters.
I went crazy and now I have a lake house with a bunch of traps in the yard thing.
Yeah.
Wasn't like he was like that before.
No.
That's very
He
comforting.
he had it as like a sort of hideaway, like a painting studio, like on the lake.
Oh,
But the whole traps thing and like actually living there, it was later.
does make sense.
Most of the time he was here.
Can I go see the place where the triptych was?
Are you like an undercover militiaman or something? Like,
Would that change your answer?
uh, maybe?
Why? You have something against the militia?
Well, it's just they've asked things before.
Oh,
And
so it'd be
again-
weird.
It would be weird.
Well, yeah, we're not with the militia, so it's not that weird.
Can
Who are you guys with?
research. Tears of the Constancy.
That's a show.
Yeah.
That's not a.
You know, radio shows they play off concepts in the real world, and this is just such an interesting one.
Yeah,
It's
it's a bit
great fuel
it's
for
slash
art, you know.
inspiration, but also research, so that when we
'Cause-
do facts and stuff, we can actually pull on real life sources. For example, like there's the part where they're talking about the whole royal system and how that kind of worked out and kind of where they are in the family. And so we need to kind of, put realism into it so that people can be more embraced.
I mean, okay. I'm just kind of suspicious.
Well, you don't want to misrepresent art theft in the media. You'd hate for
You
people
guys
to be
gonna like
misled.
glorify it or something?
What?
You guys gonna like glorify it or something? Everybody likes thieves.
Well, no, but my point was that you don't want to make it unrealistic and overly fantastical when you write about it and put it in a radio show.
Yeah, because as
Then
far as
people
we
might
know,
get enamored with the story and think it's easier than it is, and everyone's trying to burgle everything and they're ruining paintings in the process. It'd be a mess, and you just don't want that.
Both of you make a talk check.
Who's
Independent.
leading?
do I pull boldly?
We're
or-
not doing very
Yeah.
well
Okay.
together, per
Say
se.
boldly.
This is deception.
Oh gosh.
You're actually
One-
doing better than I expected you to.
2 successes.
Well, I got a nothing.
The bar is
Okay.
so much lower than I expected.
Well, I guess I don't really listen to the radio, but
You should. Tears of Constancy is very good.
oh yeah,
It's worth a try at least. I mean,
I just
biased.
don't really have the time. But
Well, you can listen to it while you're doing anything.
Yeah, it's
If
kind
you're
of
a painter, you can listen to it while you're painting. If you're alone in the
oh,
art institute, then you can just listen to it, have it on in the background. No one would mind if they came in and heard it on. Everyone loves it. Listen to it anytime.
hey, I'm not gonna do something just because there's a bandwagon. I gotta do.
Well,
it
it's
for
not
the
because it's a bandwagon. It's
action.
because it's worth it for its own
Spencer,
self.
the character.
What?
It's Spencer, the character.
Oh my word, no.
If it's worth it on its own, and there happens to be a bandwagon, you shouldn't shun something just because it happens to be popular. Could be that there's a reason it's popular, and you should do it for the reason that it's popular, not because
Yeah, it
it's
could
popular.
be. I just you haven't said anything good about it other than that everybody loves it.
Well, that's not saying that that's what's good about the show. That's
What's good
saying
about the show?
that many people saw all the
Say that
many
that
good
way.
things about the show. The writing is excellent. It really engrosses you. You get really involved with the characters, and then when certain betrayals happen, it hurts.
I don't know
It
if
really
I want to get
talks-
hurt in
it
my
really
free
talks
time.
about-
Well, no, it hurts in a good way. The same way looking at a sad painting is good. That makes any sense.
Not really.
Oh.
Sad paintings don't make me feel sad. They make me feel.
Well, it's good when you look at a sad painting.
Well, yeah, but I don't feel like
It's
pain.
the same thing with the radio show.
It kind of talks about the spirit and essence of what does it mean to be a Pandician, especially now after the war and mess. And it really goes into the deep philosophical
What?
ideas of what does it mean to be a human, along with the practical sides of how does life work together.
Well, hey,
The different
I'm not much
pieces.
of a politician or a.
What do you like?
philosopher.
Romance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like?
I like good food.
Was there any reference in the Tears of the Constancy to food?
I'm not just saying this to alienate, but probably not. That's kind of something that you'd be wasting a lot of screen time by discussing, unless it was very important to the plot. And it's not going to be like, here, eat these spinach puffs, or
But
these.
that's such a big part of Emperor's New Groove.
What's that?
It changes the plot. The spinach
That's fair.
puffs.
It does, but
And the character relationships
right.
are very dependent on them.
I
And I
love
never
how
liked your spinach puffs.
this started
It's
out.
so hard.
It started out as, oh, let's buy paints and figure out what happened to the triptych, and it ended up, let's
you
sell
guys are
this
just
guy on
not
Tears
gonna
of the
let this guy
Constancy.
get away thinking that the Tears of the Constancy is fine. You want him to come away thinking that it's a masterpiece.
It is.
See, what you don't understand, though, is that any great piece of art, even if it doesn't have what you particularly like, what you particularly prefer, if it's a great enough piece of art, then it can be enjoyed for the fact that it is so great and groundbreaking and changing of everything. And this really, I think, will change radio shows forever and maybe on
okay.
to whatever comes after them. Maybe
Right.
it'll even change books and go backwards. I don't know. And so, such a groundbreaking piece of art, even if it doesn't have what you particularly enjoy in art, is such an outstanding piece in its field that it can be enjoyed by anyone, regardless of their particular desires.
Well,
Also-
maybe, but I just
It also has the added benefit that I feel like if we had a powerful enough radio, a big enough one that everyone could kind of hear, I feel like it could be something that could really pull the community in together. Maybe do a sort of potluck if you had a big building somewhere that not many people were going into. Really bring people to a specific location. Get
The
them
Art
interested
Institute
in.
would be a
I guess
great
so. Yeah,
location.
you could
Like,
do
it's
it
so
even in
big.
there. Yeah,
Not that-
people could bring their food and
not
stuff.
that you
It'd
really
be a
would.
kind of potluck-ish sort of
But
situation. with
especially if there
some
was
stuff.
just stuff to do
Yeah.
before it came on, and everyone was invited to
Yeah,
just hang out before the show came on, and they had nothing else to do, so they wandered around. If you had something else to do in whatever building you were doing it in, they'd probably just go and look at stuff, and then they'd be like, "Oh, that's pretty nice." And if it was a shop, they'd buy something. If it was a museum or something, maybe they donate because they just appreciate it so much. And in the
could be a-
meantime, you could sell whatever.
okay.
That's totally theoretical, though.
Anyway,
I think that the consumption of mass media is kind of a harbinger of a much more dangerous time in our future. And I think that the kind of world that you're espousing of a sort of community based off of that consumption of that kind of media is kind of something that I'm not the biggest fan of. I much prefer like the pursuit of individual art and that sort of thing. Nothing against the quality of the actual radio show, but I don't exactly want to listen to it just because of the fact that I'm building some global community.
So where was that paint?
Not a philosopher.
Where was that paint?
I know.
Anyway, let's go. We need to get or you
Oh
need
yeah,
to,
yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Did this guy just annoy you?
Yeah.
I made a character that annoyed Anton. Wow. I can't believe
Pat
it.
yourself on the back.
I know. I should.
Yeah, it's mostly because he interacted with the head curator and he's like, "Oh yeah, weird art man on a lake with a bunch of traps. Traps are really annoying, but this is what I expect from a person who deals with all this art, and he's willing to forge this grand thing just to get his position back." And then this guy's like, "Yeah, I know that we're suffering and no one has even been here since the two people that came in here for ulterior motives.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just really not that into radio shows." And it's like, no.
But
And okay, what's really happening is he wants to be he's getting real close to being I don't think that you're a good curator. I
Yeah.
want the other guy to be a
Yep.
curator.
yeah,
Because you can't appreciate art for being good. You have to appreciate art for being what you prefer it to be.
Yeah.
That's upsetting in a curator.
Oh, well, that's the thing is he never said that it was bad. He just says that he wouldn't enjoy it. So if he was in a museum of radio,
So
he'd
won't
be like, talk
play
about
it on the
What's that?
radio in the Art Institute.
It's not that kind of art institute.
It
Well,
could be.
it's an institute that no one's visited in forever,
Yeah.
so maybe it needs to be that kind of art institute.
Maybe.
Also,
That's just
he's
not his thing.
he's like one of those old people who's like, you kids watching your radio shows, you're all gonna, your brains are rotten, and it's an omen of bad time.
You don't
This is
go
your
to
next
a you
character
don't go to
voice.
an art museum and like, hey,
Yes.
why isn't the Avengers playing in here? Like, come on.
I do
Like,
walk into buildings that are locked, and it's surprising when someone knocks on the locked door because, wait, we don't even get visitors to this place that is
I know.
designed to have visitors. And then the person is just so unwilling to do anything to bring people in. It's like,
But just why does that
So-
way have to be the
so-
Tears of the Constant?
So
Sea,
as
though?
we're
no,
walking
it's
away,
because he's like so resistant to it.
so, as,
Anyway.
as they're
That's
walking
it.
away,
Yep.
Sab
And
like
close-minded.
pats
Anyway.
pats Bill, like kind of like Bill. And so they're going, he leans down to Bill.
Oh, I forgot. Is your dog? Is he?
She.
Is she? Like oh, what's the word? Well mannered.
Yes.
Oh, okay, awesome.
He only bites people who deserve it.
Huh.
Make sure not to deserve it.
Can I pet her?
Sure.
Okay.
And observe Bill's actions when interacting with this man. How does Bill feel
Bill
about
is
this
our moral
guy?
compass.
Considering this person has not posed a physical threat to you, and Bill does not speak English, he is not going to resist when this man pets her.
Yeah, but how does she look?
Like a dog.
But dogs have such a personality, and like,
And
if you see them and they're
Yeah.
resistant to someone, it can be an indicator that that person's a bad person.
Doesn't look like she changed her look whatsoever. So
Bill is
when you
very
pet
well
Bill,
mannered.
she's very happy. She doesn't look like extremely happy, but she's tolerating.
Bill's like, this is happening.
Yep.
Just a dog.
Yeah,
It is
exactly.
my place in the world to be
Yep.
petted.
Because I made this guy roll a check to see like if he rolled
Fair
like
enough.
critical successes, it's just like he finds the spot behind the ear and that sort of thing.
Oh,
He didn't.
Oh,
He
I
just
love
goes,
that we've got a
Pat pat. and
petting
that's it.
dog check.
Yeah,
roll for
animal
Steve
handling.
Clams. Petting dog check.
oh boy.
Welcome to
Man,
To
just
the
imagine-
West, a Dishonored RPG. We
Yep.
have steamed clams. We have dog petting. We have existential crises.
Yep.
More on that later.
We
Oh,
have
okay. Well, let me
a
show you where the
bland
triptych was.
assistant curate.
So, Tempson leads you to it is pretty much a central corridor, or almost like a rotunda, almost. And in the center, there's nothing. Yeah, so it's,
I'm just starts kind of walking around, just looking at. He tries to be like, okay, now I've been a part of a few operations. Again, is
oh, okay, I'm
I
like,
know kind of how would we try and do this, and then even like how would Sibel try and do this, and then just see if I can pick up any.
yeah.
While he's just kind of.
Make a quick study check.
Okay. Carefully or cleverly? Or yeah, what?
Cleverly.
what is That's 2 successes.
Okay. Well, you remember Sibel was, she was the lockpicker. But when I say that, that doesn't always mean that she actually picked locks. Sometimes that meant that she would put small amounts of explosives in locks to open them. She was controlled, but most of her work was kind of flashy. The fact that there are no signs of entry or any sign of forced entry, it's very strange. It does not seem like Sibel, but that's as far as you can remember. That being said, there's no locks like protecting the painting itself. So if she managed to get in on a much more stealthy way, then that could have been her. But how you guys would do that is, unless someone had found a much easier way of entry, Sibel would have probably picked the lock. Joel would have gone in and probably just attempted to pull the paintings out. Problem being is that you can actually get them through the doors of the Institute, but they're so big that it would need to be 2 to a painting, basically. So, getting out, your team of Sherry was there. 1, 2, 3, 4, what, 6? Yeah. I don't know if Sherry would have been there for that sort of mission if you were to be doing it, but you would need at least 6 people, and that wouldn't account for a lookout. So if this was indeed brought out of the doors, then it would have had to have been a very large team.
All right.
What is that? What?
This is Max.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh.
He seems like one of those guys who annoyingly cracks every one of his knuckles individually while everyone else is trying to think.
People that just sit in front of you in class and go,
Cracking their
I'm like-
necks.
and then their neck goes at such an angle that you're like, you're about to die, and then they're like, you're like, oh, and then they're fine. You're like,
Well, okay. Yeah. So then he's like, all right. With that, Sab is satisfied. He looks over at Anton.
So, the way that the triptych would have been set up, as Simpson shows you, is that because it is in the center of a rotunda, it actually would not have been like piece, piece, piece. It would have been more like your 3-sided, one-sided thing. That it's piece, piece, and then the final piece. And actually, on the floor, you would see a compass, or like the cardinal directions of a compass, and they would have been actually built facing the direction that you would see.
that's actually cool.
Mm-hmm. And actually, you would see, you might expect kind of more paintings around the rotunda, but no, it's actually all window. That being said, it's not exactly, none of them are openable. None of them are like windowsills. They're all kind of circular. So none of them actually have distinct ways of opening. It's like more like a porthole on a ship, but obviously fancier than that. Apologies, that's my best description I could give. I might need to think more about what the windows look like.
This is
like-
problematic though because it's making me actually want to recreate this thing,
Yeah.
and I cannot because it's 12 feet tall.
Dorm room.
Where would I put it afterwards?
The original started with the sketch, man.
That's true, but I want to make a 12 feet tall masterpiece
Mm-hmm.
because, of course, one of
Do it
those
over the
cra-
summer. It's almost the end of the semester anyway.
Oh dear.
I'm like on a roof, and I'm like, Ohio, you better not rain.
Okay, so
And then it does.
yeah, Sab kind of looks out the windows, just okay. So there's some guy came to this valley or lake area.
Mhm.
Looked at this. What was like the guy that made the triptych? Like, what was like he was here on some trip or something?
Are you talking to Simpson
Tree.
about this? Yeah, so give me a minute. I have her name down.
Are you preparing?
Yeah. Way down in my master doc.
How many pages is that?
Simpson
20.
talking
Single spaced.
on the wall, and Sab's just
Oh,
looking
24.
at him.
Mentally scrolling down his master document.
But, like, he
Tempston
goes-
is loading.
he just
Give
goes
me a
very
second.
slowly.
It would be funny
Okay.
though if you ask someone a question, they're like,
Scroll.
"Yeah, so it's this person." You're like, "What just happened there?" Like I'm scrolling through my master document.
Okay, so yeah, the triptych was painted by this is not Sabel, Sable Pattering, who was literally like an artist in residence for the Sloan expedition when it was traveling through this area. Her job was to basically paint, interesting looking wildlife, scenery, that sort of thing, or at least sketch it initially, just for any sort of official documents going back to the Morlean government. But she did a few personal projects, and standing at this point, which you can stand at right now, she looked to the different directions and looked across Pandysia and painted the scenes that you see now. Oh, you don't. Oh, sorry. That you would have seen when the painting was here.
So Sam's like just standing in the middle looking around. So like so Triptych just has a painting, right? Like there's not like is that why people are here? Because
What do you mean?
like I see lake,
Hmm?
mountains, plains, and I don't see I don't know desire like is there like any other reason why people are in this town or
It's a good spot to live. Why do you think people live anywhere?
You might move to a city because it's got a great art scene.
Yeah. Maybe we'll be back there someday. Hey, our school is still, though our collection isn't as frequented, used to be. We still do get visits from like the students and those sort of folk. And our institute is still the only art school in Pandysia. And one of the best in the world.
that's not saying much.
This
Sad
is an
leaves.
entire continent. It's just a sad statement to say there's only one school.
Well, okay. It's technically just Sloan Bay, but like nobody lives anywhere else. You'll like die.
So where are the places that Nikolai Graves couldn't have gone because he would have died immediately?
Where are they?
Yeah.
Like Sab opens up
Wait, what do you mean?
his pages.
Why Nikolai Graves?
Oh,
Show
just
the
because.
picture. Like what areas would be yeah.
I'm just trying to track him down. I knew him, and he's a bit hard to find. It seems.
Yeah. Well, anywhere west of Sloan Bay.
What do you put as the border to that?
The border.
Like right here.
There's like a national
Oh.
border.
like
that-
where there's the border.
There's more than that
right.
behind
So
that.
so here there's here in
Yeah, this is not the picture that you saw.
Yeah, Don,
This
who's
is
been
not
living here the
all of
longest.
Pandysia.
Yeah, he's
Pandysia
I don't look at maps.
is a
I'm not a
C shape
cartographer.
because it's like, could you please come here so I can kill you? Oh, you remember.
What?
Hmm?
You unpack that?
Oh, Pandysia is made in a C shape. You always used to remember because C
We?
stands for yes.
Who?
no, Pandysia is more like an I. Sloan Bay is like a C.
Well, what did you mean by we?
Do you show him that map?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like Sloan Bay. Go anywhere out of that. Especially
So-
west, like
Everything else is completely deadly, and you couldn't really survive.
at least what we know of right now. I mean, probably explorers in other areas, but I don't know.
Explorers that might take someone as an artist on an expedition in a similar way that Sable was.
Yeah, like I've heard that there are some like going into the center from the west of True Miles border, like west from Fort Feeder, which is a podunk town.
And
Not
you
recommend
don't,
going there.
you don't suppose that Nikolai Graves would potentially be artist who would be contracted to go on one of those expeditions?
Well, I don't really know much about Nikolai Graves. You should probably ask the former curator about that.
Did we?
Yeah.
He's the
Okay.
one that told you that Nikolai Graves is the kind of person to go out somewhere into the wilderness.
Shoot. No.
I'm sorry.
This guy's gone to the center of Pandysia and died.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for somebody that went into the interior, they're gonna have to come back eventually.
Well, not if they die there.
Oh, that's true.
So if I wanted to meet them while they were alive, that would really not work. They died.
Yeah, that's true.
Depends how crazy they are.
I don't know is the problem.
Well, listen, people have come back from the center before. They're
People
just
have
like,
before
Yeah.
doesn't mean that person will come
oh
back.
yeah, most people die.
See, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
No.
Let's just. Oh, there's the existential crisis I was talking about. See, I told you we get back to that.
Well, do you have any paint?
Oh, you're gonna have to go over to the actual institute part, not just the collections wing. I can show you the way though.
All right.
And he would open some doors and gesture you inside. He'd probably just say, "Yeah, just yeah, just look for Ogrim. He's got the paint. Okay, have fun." And then he closes the door. The actual institute portion is really okay. I won't call it busy, but there are people going from hall to hall. Lots of painters.
Comparatively, it's very busy. There
It
are
is?
people there.
Yeah, absolutely comparatively. Yeah.
Well, we're out of earshot, Saturn. That dude's gotta go.
I mean,
I was
met the first
throwing
guy.
that bone very close. He didn't even take it.
I met the first curator and I thought he's a bit of an odd person, but you know
Yeah,
what?
that
That
was,
guy
like,
is so
weird.
blamed.
Eccentric.
He
but,
only
like-
likes that one thing that you have to consume to survive. How did he make it into being an art
You guys also
curator?
interrupted him. He was gonna list more things, but you
Yeah,
guys were
but
just
we didn't
like,
hear that.
We didn't
Yeah.
hear that. That was a
My
looking
perception
goodbye.
of you has self.
Also, when you say that guy's gotta go,
Ruben.
are you advocating murdering this person because he doesn't like Mikhail's cereal?
We're not.
That seems
Well,
worth it.
That
Yeah.
feels like a
It depends.
accusation that needs to be
Considered at
asked
least.
about.
This guy doesn't like his cereal.
All
I
right.
was like, okay.
Jacob
don't
Reed,
normally murder
remember
people,
when
but-
you said you would help me next time I needed someone beat up?
Kill this man.
This man is a criminal.
All right.
So is there, I guess, anyone I've seen before? Because I'm mildly
Yeah.
interested.
Make a
And
study check.
two successes on a study check.
Whoa!
What is happening?
That is a momentous occasion.
Momentum.
Oh.
Nope. Because of the fact that I was thinking of making something a difficulty of 3, but because of the fact that your study scores
Well,
are
that's
just
you.
crap, I'm gonna say, which means no momentum. But
Do a 3 on a study.
I know. Well, it's
Got a
hard.
natural one.
Yeah, but I have
Yeah,
no.
it's a lot of most people it's just a blur. But you're an artist. You notice details. You focus on that. And there's one woman that you see, you think, you put like a flower mask on her head. That would be it would fit really well. You've seen that individual before.
Did I get her name?
No. Unless it's in your notes somewhere.
I don't think it is.
I don't believe you did.
Been a long time.
Oh, wait, was it Kara Talormi?
Yes, that
Dang.
I forgot. Yeah, that's in my name is Carl.
So, yeah. Guess I'm just gonna kind of. Kara?
Give me a
You-
second.
You have a episode? Is this like a safe, like, is this an unsafe word?
Just
My
wait.
liver's giving out word?
My liver has been given out, but I'm
Is this like a
just
it's gone?
well. If you wait in just a minute, I think that woman's gonna turn around. Kara.
Wait, what
Now
did
he's
you?
trying to prove his
Just
sanity.
wondering, what did you say her last name was?
Talormi?
Yeah, Telormic.
Oh, Talormic.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
misread my notes.
There you go. All fine.
Like you do. That'll happen.
At least I didn't proclaim her last name out loud.
Did you just say Kara?
Yeah, I said it twice.
She looks at you and. Well, excuse me, but I do ask that you refer to me as Professor Telormic.
Oh, I'm sorry, Professor Talormic. I just having trouble remembering the ending of your last name.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I'm happy to correct it for you.
Thank you.
I'm not sure I've met you. Are you a recent addition to our student team?
Imagine, like, what? Ask.
Oh, yes, you're the portrait artist from
I
the
am.
part. Oh, boy. Are you okay?
No.
That's like in
Oh
general.
dear, were you
Wait,
you
no.
bothered by those brigands?
Well, I was, stabbed in the back and shot in the front, and my liver
Oh
is
my.
failing, and I got kidnapped.
Oh dear.
And
Are the,
someone lost his eye, though. I didn't. Well, I did lose.
are the
mind
kidnappers
about
dealt
that.
with?
Well, we're out of the. We're not kidnapped anymore. Yeah.
Oh, but they're still out
Well,
there.
yes.
Oh, that's dreadful.
Unfortunately, I don't know. There was not much. It seems like it's an entire organization, but for another day.
Huh.
You said something about Nikolai Graves, and I'm trying to track him down. Actually, I want to meet back up with him, and I was wondering if you would maybe know anything about where he is. Have any updated information? Have heard anything?
Oh yes, well, he did go west.
How far?
I'm afraid I don't know. He doesn't exactly have locations in mind. That being said, I know where he will be.
What do you mean?
He'll be back here in a year. He was a professor here for a brief time. More of an artist in residence, but
And he'll come back when?
we'll have a reunion in a couple months.
A couple months.
Yes.
So he's probably on the return of any long journey. There was one.
Well, I suppose so. It depends by what means he's traveling by.
Those does.
Could I ask what exactly you want to talk to him about?
Just want to reconnect.
He's gonna make an intuition check.
Fair enough.
The inside of that fig is kind
Ah.
of freaking me out a little.
You're so good. It definitely looks like inside of an alien hive or something.
The figs.
Yeah,
Yes.
no successes.
Why are you like this?
For those of you joining us online, we're eating figs and they look weird.
Yeah.
I want
The seeds and
Levi's being
And
It's
Levi
so
just
good.
turned
I
one
love
inside
these.
out and stuck
So
it in his
cultured.
mouth, so I looked back and he went, ha, with it in his mouth.
Oh, awesome. This one doesn't have
I'm imagining it looked like the inside of a Demogorgon's mouth.
That was truly horrifying.
I hope so. Should I
Ugh.
roll to see if I make no successes and she might figure stuff out anyway? Wow. I got a critical success, so.
Of course it would come now, right?
Wait,
I know.
Oh, well,
The other one was a 9.
fair enough. He was indeed quite the character.
It's like.
Hmm?
So confused.
the fig tastes like a banana if it
This
was at home.
particular fig.
We get off.
So confused.
That's fine. Strange figs.
Strange figs.
Banana flavored
That sounds
figs.
like dollar store Stranger Things.
Strange figs. With characters such as 15. I haven't
So
seen the
this
show,
is,
so I can't completely
To the
parody.
west, a Dishonored RPG. What are we talking about? Strange pigs.
If you want to buy strange pigs.
Anyway, I'm so,
So-
sorry.
So Kara Talormic.
Yeah, she just said, yeah, he was quite the character.
And why, if he was a professor here or an artist in residence, why is there only one of his paintings here?
Well, he took all of his.
What?
He took all of his.
With him
Yes.
on a journey through the wilderness? They need to see the sights?
Well, I suppose when I say he took them, he might have a place that he personally stores them, but I know he always had a very big attachment to his pictures.
Oh, I suppose I can understand that.
Right.
I don't, but okay.
He's not an artist, see.
I sketch.
Well,
Well,
he's not a
everyone
portrait
has to
artist.
begin somewhere.
He's not a painter. That's what I should say.
I
Not
can
that
throw paint at
sketching's a
stuff.
legitimate art form. He's just not a painter.
I
So
can
he
throw
wouldn't
paint at
know.
stuff.
Well, do you want to be a painter? We can always... Wait, you're not a student here now? Wait, are you a student here?
No, I'm looking for Nikolai Graves.
Oh, well... You could both enroll. I've seen your work before.
I don't need a tutor.
A bit like that.
Are you sure you don't want to refine your craft at all?
Is there anyone who teaches landscape? I'm a bit rusty on landscapes.
Oh, yes.
Use a few tips.
Actually, that would be me.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
Well, of course, if you intend to sit in on my classes, you will of course need to enroll.
How much is that?
Oh, it's, I believe you'll have to talk to... Ugh, I don't want to... I
Our
don't want to make the
admissions
student
office.
debt simulator, no.
It's like, oh no. It's
College is
complex
actually-
student debt.
Hmm.
Back in the days
It's
when you did paper
about,
college with the newspaper
I believe
route.
it's 100 notes a semester.
What about for one class?
That?
Could I negotiate that down for one class?
Really? Wouldn't suggest it. You just want one class?
I'm kind of on the move.
Huh.
My liver's failing.
Maybe we should like
Wait,
plan
You're
it.
totally
she's gonna do another intuition check, and I have a reason for it because of what you just said. Okay, yeah, that's a critical success. You must have learned under Graves, didn't you?
Yeah,
Always on the move, you said.
yeah. That's how it goes.
But liver failure. Oh, right, because of the dreadful... I don't even know who they are.
Yeah, to be honest, I kind of thought you would be dead.
Why is that? I just took a little bit of a forced nap, I suppose. That man played the piano.
Oh, wasn't death gas?
Oh, yes, it was indeed gas. No, it was just a bit of ether, I suppose.
Well, good that you're not dead.
Yep, indeed, and to you as well.
Thank you. It was close. Still is, I guess. But in the meantime, I can certainly sit in on one lesson. If you're teaching tonight,
Well, you know what? I pity you and your situation that you are
Thank
in.
you.
So, please, by all means, sit in my next class.
thank you. And what time would that be?
Technically, I was on my way over to it right now.
That's perfect, actually. I was,
It's, it'll begin in about
Running-
10 minutes.
yeah, I can do that. I'll be there.
And if you would like to sit in as well, then everyone can gain something.
Have a different. Yeah, or maybe not. Yeah, I just use sketching for memory and.
He's a radio consultant.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, feeling Anyway, so Bill, you want to come with me, and we'll go do.
Oh my, you have a dog.
Yeah,
I keep
she's-
forgetting that.
She's very well behaved.
Oh,
Everyone
yes.
just keeps forgetting that she's there. She's that well behaved. She doesn't make a nuisance.
I'm
of
so
herself.
sorry I keep forgetting it. It's just hard because Bill doesn't talk. If you had like a
Same.
button that would go woof like every 5
Ooh.
minutes, I'd be like,
You should
ah,
do
Bill.
that. Find a wolf sound effect on your phone and just make it every once in a while.
I'm looking up a woof button. I've accidentally looked up woof button.
Oh no.
Like Louis Vuitton, but for
Band
dogs.
name.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. What is your name again? I don't seem to remember it.
Anton Blackburn? Or
Oh.
Josh Blackburn. I don't.
Probably a bit too loud for old Bill.
That wasn't even an actual wolf. That was a guy. That was a guy shouting wolf.
What she sounds like.
Wolf.
Please play
Trying
it
to like
again.
pass a secret message or something. I was like so excited.
Bill is just some guy in a dog costume.
This entire time. Once more.
Okay. I was not expecting that at all.
Were you expecting an actual dog?
That's,
What does it look like? What does it say?
it looked like a red button that said wolf button.
Wait.
I went away from it.
Oh, why?
I can get back to it.
I'm gonna press the wolf button.
No.
Okay.
It was replaced by an ad.
Looks at Bill and sees what to judge what Bill's reaction.
How was I supposed to know? I gotta be honest, Bill's a dog. Bill, you can you can read emotions onto a dog, but like it's really hard to tell how a dog.
You
is
think
feeling.
dogs don't have immortal souls, just like people?
Anyway.
Any heretic.
I'd like you to please copy this and send this to me. Or maybe just the two of us chat in general.
Okay.
Almost like a giant goat.
Well, were you there for that, Levi? Or did
He
you hear
was.
about
When
that?
I heard it.
Giant goat.
Jacob, have we ever told you this one?
This one is a good story. It's
No.
worth it.
So we were playing our last campaign. It was Curse of Strahd. And we were on top of this mountain. And our DM threw a giant goat at us. And the giant goat ran in and headbutted Spencer's character off of the cliff. And then he was like, oh, the monster listing has like a sound effect button. So let's see what it does. We were all expecting a giant goat sound effect. And we pressed it and it went, giant goat.
So the giant goat goes up and says, "Giant goat."
It's you.
It's like Pokemon.
It is.
That's a giant goat. Oh, why
Giant
did you call it that? Is it because it's giant and a goat?
Giant
no, it's
goat.
because the
Giant
sound
goat.
makes-
Giant
Giant
goat. Giant goat. Oh look,
There
Bill.
we see a lion chasing the giant goat.
Bill. Giant goat.
Whoa!
Woof. We were at the Raptor Preserve at Glen Helen, and they had a turkey vulture there whose name is Woof because he woofs like a dog.
Oh,
It's
It was
awesome.
awesome.
It's like woof. It was
That was
crazy.
like a good first date.
That's how I imagine.
That
That's
was
what
our-
I wanted
yeah.
the button to
It was
be.
one of our first
Is
dates.
this like deep voice, like woof, like Bill is this beautiful feminine dog.
And then she goes, whoa!
Whoa!
Okay, to the west.
Yeah.
A Dishonored RPG.
We're doing great.
But Bill will tag along with you. I am not going to go through the lecture because I don't know anything about art or landscapes. Something foreground. Something.
Chiaroscuro.
Yeah, that.
Ooh.
Something hatching? Or wait, no, what's it called?
That'd be
Oh, that's
Cross-hatching.
only sketching.
That is
Yeah.
sketching.
Darn it.
What's the word for when you paint one thing and then you paint another thing, but the first thing still shows through? There's a word for that. It's a really cool word, and I'm forgetting it.
I don't know. I don't know a lot of the art terms because I am not classically trained at all, except in
Anton?
ceramics. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I guess he is kind of classically trained. Depends on if
depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, Nikolai Graves was a professor, so
That hightailed it out of the Institute of Learning.
That word, yes.
He's too cool for school.
yep. All right, where are you going? Well, are you doing anything right now, or are you just waiting outside?
Fab goes to the place where the one guard, cryptic guard.
Militia?
Yeah,
Yes.
the regulated militia. So there would be like a section of bounties. I have not prepared for this. I will send you some of those after. Sorry.
Okay.
One quick one. One thing I can say is you would see a wanted poster with just a silhouette with a question mark on it, indicating they don't know what this person looks like. But the name itself just says the Radio Killer wanted. 5,000 notes.
That was the
Award.
frequency.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, sorry, the Frequency Killer.
I
That's
was
it.
just looking at that note on my sheet.
Yep.
I was like, oh, I wonder
Thank
if
you
he's
for
ever gonna
reminding
come
me.
back up.
It's been too
Oh,
long since I
notes.
mentioned that. So
How many notes again?
what's that? 5,000.
That's as much money as you get when you attack a small crime boss who's creepy.
There you go.
Big takeaway from all that.
Yeah.
Um,
I've
I
seen that many notes.
maybe
They're actually okay. There's one other thing that you can see. Shoot.
It's Bill.
No, it's not Bill. You would actually see a sketched figure, although this individual is wearing a mask. Sketchy figure. A sketched figure.
Sketchy figure.
Wearing a mask, somewhat similar to Anton's, except looks more like, I suppose, an opera mask. Doesn't have a mouth on it though. But
Is it the
Wanted?
Phantom of the Opera?
what's that? No.
Are you
Wanted, the Phantom of the Opera. Bum, 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 bum. No.
This is such a
Yes.
cost genre piece.
Yeah.
It's our
No. Wanted. Ivory Mask Thief. The mask itself is, I guess, what makes it more like an opera mask is that it does have the two distinct sides. It's not like a smile, frown, laugh, that thing, but still, it's weird. I'll send a reference later. That one is for, that's probably 1,500 notes. Not as much. Murder, robbery, different. Actually, you know what? There's one more. You see a sketch of a guy with a really, really big nose. And it just says wanted. Toby Mobley. For assault and attempted murder.
I can't get my nose right.
Oh shoot, no, that's not a reference to whatever that is. I don't remember what that's from. But no, it's just a guy with a big
like
nose.
A mixed reference.
What?
Gravity Falls and Tangled.
At the same time, yeah.
Oh, come on, I
You
can't.
say
I
words
can't-
in one, and you use the tone in the other.
Oh, that was way too nasally because.
Oh
like,
my word, I didn't
stuff
even
that-
realize that. Yeah, no, not a reference. Toby Mobley is not a reference to Toby Determined. That's the Dazzler.
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 I also like how it's like, this guy's Toby Mobley, wanted for assault.
Yep.
That's my Sam.
Such an episode.
You're wanted for assault and attempted murder.
Yeah.
Anything you say can and will be used against you.
You got my nose wrong.
Someone's in the hospital because of you. What do you have to say for yourself? Whoops. Whoopsie.
How'd that happen?
Maybe I will just make this guy like
Oh,
that.
no.
That guy's wanted for 250 notes.
Oh,
Is it even worth it at that point?
well, it might be fun.
Though I will say the posters for both the
Wonderful
Ivory
assault.
Mask Thief and the Frequency Killer are endorsed by the Charter Marshals. The one for Toby Mobley. What did I name that
What
guy?
a name.
Toby Mobley is
You don't pick your name; your parents do.
it is endorsed with the Striptickian regular militia, so local.
I think we need to catch that for I want like 1,250 mil.
Oh yeah,
That'd be nice.
and John's like sketching him like, I do expect a quarter of the copies.
Oh man, I need to see. This is a long shot, but do any of you? Oh no, I do remember. The last, yeah, it was in Jessamine. Yeah, the radio thing where I announced him.
We were on the ship on the way to Jessamine.
Yeah. Oh no, Sunline. I think that was just before landing in Sunline. Very quickly.
Oh no, you're right. You're right.
Yep.
I guess Sab, if possible, tries to talk to get general information. What is now?
Actually,
What
before
now
walking
about-
in, you would hear, "Oh hey, look who it is!" and you'd see an enforcer. Yes, that one. Hey, are you looking at the
That's what
wanted
they're looking
boards?
for, yeah.
Looking to
Yeah.
make some quick cash? Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Not too many new ones though.
People aren't really.
Oh, they are.
People aren't into reporting that crime.
There it
Oh, yeah.
is.
There
Yep.
we go.
There are also probably more papers on there than I
Yeah.
would say.
There's a few. And I mean, even just like, there's some.
General, there's something. Sorry, it's just
Okay.
it is not a you thing. It is literally anytime someone uses general or major problem, general vicinity.
Corporal
Yeah.
punishment.
So basically,
Nope.
just saluting. Anyway, yeah. Oh hey.
It's a reference to a show.
Private viewing.
How I Met Your Mother. All right, just wanted to say that.
All right.
Colonel.
So, anyway, yeah. I was also just. You know anything about? Yeah. So I was looking at the one post. Do you know anything about either the Ivory Thief or also like just like what they, where they've been in their thievery?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And also just any information about the
I'm-
cryptic.
I'm somewhat of a resident expert on like the kind of more flashy criminals like these guys right here. So, because I know about the Raven of Argonica and all that. So, the Ivory Mask Thief is a true thief. He is very, very fancy, very flashy. You can see his mask, very fancy. Only robs banks, from what I've heard. So, does that kind of thing. Doesn't operate with a crew, from what I heard, but still, real flashy. Think from what we've heard, he's got he uses a repeating rifle, and people always think that there's more than one acting somehow. Just a lot of gunshots going off when he's around. That's it. See, that's the thing, is that whenever he goes into a bank, everyone thinks that there's like 50 gunmen outside. It's just one guy. At least that's what the eyewitnesses say. He could be operating with a crew, though.
Interesting.
Frequency Killer is, he's a sick guy. Oh, man.
He's got his own radio channel. I don't know how on earth he managed to pull it out, but he will kill people on live air.
Oh,
Yeah, messed up. We need to catch this guy.
who does he target? Is he-
Oh, it's completely random from what we've had. We've got our biggest eggheads on this, trying to like calculate the patterns, but no, most of them are completely most of them, from what we've heard, are desperate individuals. People owing money or like desperately craving some job or something, that sort of thing.
Hmm. Finally, Toby Mobley.
Oh, that's a new one. I don't know anything about that guy. That probably came in today.
Might be.
Oh, probably. He's probably just hiding in his house or something.
Okay, well, where does he live?
It beats me. Well, okay. Well, if the Triptychian militia can't get him, it's probably because he ain't in his house. So probably hiding out somewhere, or like, I don't know, hiding at some friend's house or something.
Do you have anything that has like his scent on
Excuse me, his scent.
it? Points.
Oh, well, I guess you could go to the scene of the crime, but well,
Where the crime happened.
yeah, that. Sorry, that was a accent goof. That was wrong. Yeah. I mean, it was just a bar fight, but he like stabbed a guy. Like the second rule of what not to do in the bar fight.
What bar? Bar. What bar?
Well, let's see. It's a watering hole over by the lake, and I mean that literally. It's called a watering hole by the lake. People, people just really stink at naming bars.
Do you think with this place having Art Institute and Cryptic, like they'd be, yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean, you feel like there'd be a lot more creativity or
Hey,
creative
there is
people.
creativity.
Just
Not in
bar names.
Well, listen, if you want to go somewhere good for drinks, you just go someplace else. You go to Vin's Whisker. Yeah, you guys were there. Yep. That's where we met Jared Reed.
Yeah, we met. Been there.
Yeah. We got good places. We got the husbandarium. Does your town have a husbandarium? I bet not.
Yeah, I
Sounds
bet
like to be-
even if we had it, it's probably
like
not
a
open.
bit
That does that have to do with husbands, or is that just
Why does everybody say that? No, husbandry. You know what husbandry is?
being married?
No, absolutely not. I'm looking up the definition now because I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I don't want to mess it up.
Just like
Yes,
animal husbandry?
yes, it's animal
It's
husbandry.
breeding.
Yeah, right. It's just a place where you can buy new farm animals.
Okay.
You want to buy some blood ox? That's where you go.
Cool.
Want some sheep? You got sheep.
But yeah, yeah, bit of a travel, but yeah.
Also, it just means management and conservation of resources, apparently.
Oh,
I just like the idea of like cleaning your room. Yes, I'm exercising some husbandry in my room. You're married? You're
no,
breeding
Mom,
animals?
I'm allocating
I'm
my
cleaning my
resources.
room, Mom. You don't have to make
I'm clean-
everything about
Are you
you.
getting married or breeding animals in there? No. Other definition, Mom. Come on.
Oh,
Third
well, I always
one.
thought that it was just a matter of time till you got a few sheep.
You know, I will accept you if you've got a few sheep. No, okay. Anyways,
Well, we
Okay.
gotta meet the sheep before you buy them, okay?
Wait,
Wrath.
that also does. What was your name, by the way?
Oh, me? I'm Vic.
Thank you, Vic. Wait, Mark Ravenblow's name. Yeah. Well, thank you. I'll see you.
Hey, if you got anything related to these individuals and you want some backup, you know where to find me.
Oh,
No problem. Hey, are you looking for someone to ride along with you trying to hunt this Toby guy? I mean, I can show you to places.
sure. Yeah. I
All
guess so.
right, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, I'll take you to the scene of the crime.
Let's go.
Crime. Oh, it's Australian. What? Price applies. No, crime. What kind of crime we got going down here?
People have just.
Well, okay, in this voice, it's is it crime?
Right.
No, there's a bit of crime down there. Crime, but not like a crime. It's halfway in between.
Crime. You say the same
Crime.
thing, but I think it might be how open your mouth is.
Right,
Australian, you gotta keep your
crime.
mouth
There's
closed.
crime, and then there's crime,
Crime.
and then there's crime. But it ain't. But he ain't saying crime. No, he's crime.
Crime.
So halfway open.
Yeah.
Halfway to down under. Okay.
Half Australian.
I am so sorry for offending
mom was
people that
Australian.
actually hold these accents.
Josh, this is what happens when you're not here.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's stereotypical, but oh well. There ain't no real Australia in Dishonored. We're good.
It's Pandisia.
It is Pandisia.
No, but this is America.
No.
No.
Okay, Pandisia is a mix between America and Australia.
And South America.
Because instead of being a prisoner camp
never said
that
no.
everyone thought was just too deadly for anyone to ever live in, it's a place that people are intentionally immigrating to for whatever opportunities they think it will hold. So, like, it's the reasoning of America with the vibe of Australia.
All right. So in just a bit, we are going to switch to Heisel, but we're going to take a little break before we do that. So we will be back in just a bit.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. So we are going to resume with we're doing a little bit of time travel here. So technically, Sebastian would be spending his afternoon hunting down Toby Mobley, wanted criminal. But because of the fact that Hazel really hasn't had anything tonight, we're gonna speed things up, and Heisel's gonna have a conversation with Sab, and then we're gonna go back later and do the
Is
adventures
that
with.
just confusing? Should we just do it?
Yeah,
Like,
I
how
think-
long
No,
is it gonna be?
Actually,
Because you're tired,
how
and we
about-
should.
how
No,
about-
no, it's fine.
How about we can just have like
I mean, as long as
Sab
it's
would
like,
wait
you
until
know,
like
entire
later
rest of
because
the
you want to
session.
make
Oh, to
sure
hunt
that-
to hunt Mobley.
Yeah, because then we
Okay.
just keep the timeline.
Yeah, that works. Okay, so you two would probably meet at the airship.
I had brought Mikhail back there so we could
Awesome.
I would
visit
just
the rest
said
of
to-
them.
said to Vic, just kind of wait, go around,
Oh, okay.
go to husbandry. You can meet.
Yeah,
me
I'm gonna
there.
grab a smoke. Oh.
For
We
those
have
of you
pretzel
watching
rods.
online, he just put a pretzel rod in his mouth.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
Reap through
So
that.
Sab's just like on the deck, probably writing out something secretive.
I imagine that's when Heisel and Mikhail would come walking up look at the gangplank.
Yep.
The gangplank.
Not a. It's more like a ramp because a plank is disattached, but this thing is attached. It's like
Really illustrative.
I mean, we got wop. We got.
Yeah. Nah.
Womp.
Wah.
It's just a cartoon sound effect board.
This entire
We got woof.
entire night has been unhinged.
This is actually just a Foley set here.
Yeah,
We're
Foley
just
set.
making sound effects.
Oh, Sebastian, look who I found.
Oh, hello.
You look at a small tray of food still. Oh,
Nope.
hey.
He's eating popcorn. There's popcorn. He's got a bag of popcorn.
Okay.
Corn?
Yeah, popcorn Dishonored. They learned it from the natives. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, hello. It's good to see you. How have you been? This radio show.
Oh, it's excellent. Things are going pretty well as long as I can guarantee that people have to pay me when they air it. So,
So that's what you're
yes,
representing.
right. A lot of pirate radio stations on Parallel. Oh, when I say pirate, I don't mean like steal your stuff pirates, like airing things without
They did
permission.
kind of steal your stuff.
They did steal my stuff. That's a good point. But they didn't like hold me at gunpoint and say, "Give me Prince Erdjemovich."
Here, they're gonna name a town after him.
I still can't believe it, but yes, down in Gut Knife. It's not a pleasant name, but
So where's the others?
Oh, we stopped by. Okay, so we went to see the artsy dude.
Oh, how did it go? The character?
It took a while. He just stares off into the distance for a moment, and then once that was done, we talked with him. We discussed some stuff. I'll let Anton talk to
Be
you
able to
about.
tell you where Blake Graves was.
Said that he's been out traveling. I think we were able to. We went down to the Art Institute and we talked to some lady who was at our party actually, and she said that he had went west, coming back in a few months. So he's somewhere out west,
Oh, far west.
like probably Expedition Death Zone Pandysia West. I would prefer not.
We would end up.
Anton's sitting in for a class thing.
He's what?
He's taking a class on painting.
Oh, I got the chance to Belascanti, by the way.
Okay, that's good.
Exactly by whatever island. We're gonna have to change the story a little bit. But I did get an audience with her tonight,
Okay, that's good.
her residence. That's, some. Exactly was it your turn? Or was it?
Yeah, that. I he looks at Miguel. Yeah, I mean there might be other
Do you want to?
maybe we don't.
Mikhail, have you met our pilot yet?
Say it again.
Have you met our pilot yet, Ellison?
No, I don't think I have. I did wonder who on earth was flying this thing.
Do you want to meet her?
Looks up towards the bridge.
Yeah.
Allison! You have a gentleman to see you.
I have a what?
Oh, just a friend I want you to meet.
Ah, fair enough.
Think about that. Or I said never mind.
I can tell.
She walks. Bridge is actually it's kind of level with the rest of the deck, so you don't really have to look too far up, but very close. She walks out and she's looking towards you guys, and then she just goes, "You're."
This is Mikhail Civilian.
A pleasure to meet you. And you are? Well, I'm Ellison. I'm a big fan of your work, and I don't know what on earth you did in the last episode, but I hate it, and I can't wait for you to resolve it.
Just avidly we've all had our hearts tugged at what you have done in a good way.
Well, it's good to pull on your audience's strings in both directions, I think.
What you're saying is you're going to resolve it,
I do not spoil things.
even for me.
Make a talk check.
We're just chipping away at this one point.
I'm gonna use
Two
a voice
successes.
point. This is resolved.
Mm.
Does he have a resolve focus?
I do.
Probably not actually, but this is something he said on.
I'm sorry, Heisel. You'll just have to listen like the rest of you.
Wear you down one day.
What's that?
I'll wear you down one day.
Oh, I must stay true to my characters.
Well, anyway, I just want you to meet Ellison. If two of you wouldn't mind excusing us for just a minute, Sebastian and I got to talk about a couple of things.
Oh, of course.
Allison's
Oh,
really
this is
good
great.
pilot. You could. I'm sure there's a lot to talk about. Let's go.
Well, I just want to talk to you a little bit about just some of my favorite scenes, probably. Do you mind that? Oh, no. It's perfectly fine. Okay, and they're going off toward the edge on the deck to talk about it. Okay.
Oh, what is it you're trying to get out of Sabelle? I just need to know more specifically.
I mean, if you can somehow very, very subtly get in the Jade music box, that's primarily what would be
Location.
most.
They say Ergen had it.
I think so. From what
This
She
location might be
talked about.
easier than the music box itself.
yeah. So yeah. Probably go for the
I think I got something in mind. We'll see if it works, but you're gonna need to lay a little low just until tonight. I just don't want her to see you out and about. You haven't seen her yet while you're in town, right?
No, I haven't. I was gonna go somewhere. I can go there.
Are there any other personal details about you that I could use to? Well, see, I'm thinking about lying about having heard from your spirit in the void.
Oh,
So I'm looking for something to prove it.
I,
I know your name. That's one thing.
yeah. Oh, actually, cable. Full. Because yeah, that was kind of what I went by with
Did you know your
she
real
knew
name?
about all that stuff. Yeah, just I think talk about you saying met me in the void, or what's the lie that we're going with?
Well, I'm going to try something else first, but I think it's going to fail. And I think it'll give us information if it fails as quickly as I think it's going to. But what I'm going to actually try to sell is that as what I am, someone who tries to listen into the void, sometimes it's not Twitters that speak, sometimes spirits. Which, I mean, the void is the place where they go, so it makes sense. And if I know your actual name, that's not really something that's pretty easy to come by, is it?
Yeah.
It's a stranger truth that you came back to life than it is that I heard you from beyond.
Yeah.
It'd be easier to believe the lie than it would be to
Mhm.
believe the truth.
Yeah. Probably. Holding on for longer, dissolving. I think with probably just a lot talking about betrayal, anger. Them solving change at all. I don't know. That help at all?
Still helps. Are you still, are you still thinking you want to kill everyone? I know you agreed not to do anything of the sort unless you first.
We'll talk about
But
stuff.
what do you actually want to do right
Right now, we just need to get the music box.
See if I can put her again. If she even. Okay. See what we can do.
Well, whatever you can do is.
I was hoping, well, of course. I mean, why don't you keep Mikhail occupied while I go visit Vale? I'm going to introduce him to Jacob Reed, considering I told him I would. And it'd probably be good for Anton to see him again, too.
Talk with him. We go.
But what?
There's the sound. Anyway, yeah, so I can go do that while you
No. Wait. What letters?
clear that I showed you.
I'm sorry, I am as a player.
No, after I after we did our void ritual.
I mean, the
The there was a letter that I showed you.
Right. It was just basically
about-
that you were saying that
Yeah.
to Mikhail that you would keep her safe, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think Heisel knows about that.
No, he.
Oh. It's been a while, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, Sam
Ooh.
stumbles around saying that.
Sure, well, obviously, but whatever you need to. Just, I'll be back as soon as I can, alright?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll take terribly long. Just make sure they're getting on alright. Too much longer.
Okay. So, you find your way over there, rather close to where the Vanzetti estate is. And as you remember, there's a gate at the front. No guard there, unlike the Vanzettis. It is open. You see the estate before you. A lot less, well, less nice than the Vanzettis. It's still big. Still a mansion. The wide estate. And the sun is just about setting right now. About middle of the evening. Or early evening.
Great, well, I'll go up to the door and...
Make a percent.
Oh, yep. Two successes. Doing okay?
Yeah, good.
You go up to the door, and
And if there's a knocker, I'll use it.
just a minute. And in a bit, the bell would open the door. Ah,
Is this going?
what was your title again?
Lady Ogre.
Lady Augur. Come on in. You want dinner?
Just a drink would be great.
Fair enough. What's your poison?
Whiskey.
All right. So she'd come back with a couple drinks. Make a perception check.
It's worrying.
Rig to blow.
One success.
So she hands you the drinks. She's got one herself.
What you drinking?
Bourbon. Tastes like home to me.
And home was Monaco, wasn't it?
Worse. Draconos. Draconos is Kentucky, but also Spain.
Kentucky, Spain.
There you go. I'm from Sajunto. Why you have a map, folks?
That's
Is it where
fair
those
enough.
figs come from?
No, those are from Bastilian.
Oh, right.
Strange fig.
French fig.
There's your ship name. Look up the horizon. It's the
It's a
strange
strange
fig.
No, you cannot.
Guys, better come up with something soon.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay. You're right. You haven't been involved with too many things with your airship, so.
So supposing we just cut down to business.
What exactly is that business?
Suppose you're probably still curious about earlier today. If you're even indulging me at all.
Yeah.
I'm looking for something. So, why don't you ask a question first? Does sound like a fair bargain.
Sounds fair enough. Why are you here?
Like I said, I want.
I think that question pertains what information you're looking for. I'm asking now.
Well, first, why don't you tell? Why don't you tell me what you're afraid?
Wow. That is a name I have not heard in a long time.
He's been dead an awful long time. Ergen told me a little bit about what happened. But
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Ergen told me a little bit about what happened.
Make a deception check. If you want to finish that sentence, you can.
But it makes sense for someone like him. I'm not sure why it made sense for the rest of you. I guess I'm just trying to find some answers. Deception focus. I wish I had you. One success.
You don't really seem like the kind of person that Argon would be around.
I'm not the kind of person that'd stick around, Erkin.
No, you don't know Argon.
Why are you so sure?
Because there are two people in this world, and two kinds of people that know Argon. People are close to him, and there are the ones that are dead. You're neither.
So which are you? You're close to him still.
I ain't dead.
you doing in Pendusia these days?
My turn. What information do you want?
I just asked. Where is he?
I don't really want to answer that question. I think it might be time for you to join us. And the door would open next to you. You would see a very, very tall man in armor who has tiny, tiny red pupils in his eyes and a mask, which those pupils shine through. It's Pix.
I'd say it's a delight to see you again, but it's not.
Oh, you two met. She tried to foil the race a little bit. Emphasis on tried.
And turns out it wasn't. Anyway. Might have been a bit cavalier earlier, and for that I apologize. Anyway, the bell.
Knock some sense into her, please. And Pix is going to approach.
I'm gonna gun out.
What?
Wah. And point it at him. And I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna put the whiskey down. What attachment do you still have to Argon? He doesn't seem like the sort of person that's gonna be very endearing. A debt of loyalty.
She just gestures at Pix. And he actually has his pole with him. It looks more like a staff right now. He's going to attack you. You do not get a surprise round. Wait. I'll allow one surprise round if you want to attack him. Okay. Just not the surprise bonus that you get from
Fair
presage.
enough. Remind me how this works.
Attacking.
Yes.
You roll a fight check.
Fight what exactly?
Fight however you fight.
I'm clever about everything.
Well, how are you clever about this?
I'm Heisel Cohen.
Okay,
I'm
You're empty-headed
always
about how
hard.
you're fighting this guy.
Forcefully.
You have no reason.
Oh gosh, alright. 3 successes.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Any momentum on that one?
Yes, you get 1 momentum for that. Good job.
And how does... Can't remember how much damage the does, I'm sorry.
Ah.
Do you want me to let... I may have it somewhere around here.
It does.
The-
I don't. Yeah, you're gonna need to look it up.
Yeah,
one or
you sent it to
two.
me at some point. I'm sorry, it's just been so long since I've actually had to fight someone.
Mm-hmm.
And had the presage at all to do that. Oh, and it was effective.
1 damage.
Okay, but you've got 2 bullets,
Last
so
time
you can
it's
fire
like,
twice
that
if
thing
you
that we
want.
knew
You
about.
missed
And she's like, what?
What's that?
In my surprise round?
Yeah, because your pistol it's got 2 shots in it, so that's the rate of fire rule. I will say, you're gonna like this. When you're shooting at Pix, right?
Mhm.
Okay. You shoot at him as he moves forward towards you. The bullet rings out. See a flash as it hits his armor. Keeps walking.
I'm gonna back up. And as I back up, I'm keeping it pointed at him until I get to the point where I can swing it on Sabelle.
I'm sorry, this is kind of a weird action because of the fact that
I don't expect to get another shot in before Pix gets the chance to act.
okay, all right,
I'm trying to use her as leverage.
okay.
He
He's-
seems a lot less indestructible than you do. Care to test the theory?
I'd love to. He's going to attack. I'm gonna have that roll off the table.
Gotta shoot her now.
I got it.
Here's the thing. You can contest this.
Contessa?
Sorry, I did say contest, not contest. You can contest this melee check if you want to, but that would require you to take the gun off of Sibel. You could still shoot her on your own turn, but it's just not going to be like immediate. He's gonna go after this.
I will let the melee attack happen if it means that she can't get out without me taking a shot.
But she still gets the shot off, right?
What's that?
Like she still gets to shoot Sibel, right? Or no?
Yeah,
Okay,
probably.
that's fine.
Depends on what happens. So you're not contesting this.
No.
Momentum for
Move is
picks.
to just take it and shoot the other person.
Um,
Bodyguard, hit her.
I don't want to. I want to
No.
diffuse it, but it's just not happening.
She's not letting you, so
Let's
he's
see what
all
else I can do.
okay. His first attack does 2 points of stress damage.
His
set.
first attack.
That's correct.
Oh.
How do you get multiple melee attacks? I haven't been paying attention to fighting rules because I can't.
Yeah. So if you have a high enough skill in something, just as I gave guns a rate of fire, which allows for multiple attacks, if you're really good with melee weapons, so like say you got a focus of 5, I think focus of 5 will give you 3 attacks total, or 4. I don't remember. I'll consult the rules later. That's something I added. If it's dreadfully overpowered, then we can nerf it. But it just makes sense to, like, if guns have multiple attacks, then there needs to be some balance
Yeah,
for melee weapons for people that are really, really good at it. They can move fast.
it's true.
Okay. And you're not contesting this.
Well, but the thing is, though, what's your stress?
It takes 6 total. I just don't know. What does contesting look like? What kind of check?
Fight check. Boldly or forcefully.
Yeah.
I'll let it happen.
1 success. It's just enough. Roll a survive check. He's using this thing like a
Survive
quarterstaff.
What?
Boldly.
1 success.
Okay.
Number
This is
was
a
a
new
3
feature.
in case that's...
The number was a 3.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. He goes to hit your arm. He does, and you maintain grip of the presage. You take 1 stress point.
Or what it
No.
is.
It's a disarming attack, but it didn't
Ooh.
work.
Gotta shoot it.
Oh.
It is now Sibel's turn. Oh wait, I guess were you going? See, this is hard because I told you that it deflected off of him. You saved your attack, and that kind of implies like a new turn of action. So
I mean, I figure as much. Is she actually going to get up and leave while I have my gun trained on her?
no.
Nice. So what's she doing?
She's charging for you.
Gosh darn it!
She's gonna attack. She's gonna try to punch you.
Fair enough.
Are you gonna
Well,
contest it?
I mean, if I have time, I would like to shoot her in the foot.
That's not how melee contests work, unfortunately.
So yeah, I mean, I guess
It's
there's
like
really
a
no
block
point
thing.
in not contesting at this point.
Yeah.
One success.
Okay. Give me a moment. Yep.
Hopefully she's bad at this. Good at it still. Hopefully there's a reason they were bad at different things. Like, I'm gonna punch you, but she can't.
What success number did you roll?
4.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'll allow it. You block the attack.
And that's her turn. Your turn.
Okay. I'm going to. Am I able to use my black bone charm on 6?
Did I specify that that is an in combat or out of combat thing?
Well, I mean, you gave me stats for what it would do in combat, but
Oh,
you
I
said
did?
that it may do things out of combat as well.
I'm probably going to need to pull up.
I think you just said it would make it like 1 difficulty harder to hit me.
Is he a modified clockwork soldier though?
Well, I'm wondering because I don't know what his eyes are or do, and this is a
Red
gaze attack.
pupils are not typically
No, yeah, I'm aware,
human.
which is why I'm asking.
So it's a rules clarification to see if it would do something on a non-human.
Yes, or whatever is going. Fancy goggles. Or
Where,
something, I don't know.
where on earth
That's
is?
fair.
I cannot find the. I think we literally just.
You
No,
just
I-
told me that it would do.
Oh wait, no.
Oh, you
man.
did write it down somewhere?
I'm confident I put this somewhere.
Yeah.
I will allow it.
Oh.
We'll allow it. I just
So-
don't remember how it works.
It's a stare. It's a gaze attack, which I'm going to make on him. And I think you said that I can use it once per encounter. and
Yeah.
I think you said that it would, in combat, at least do make it 1 harder to attack.
There's a check associated with him making it, I believe. There's like a
You
survival.
would know better than I would.
Whatever.
I don't remember that, but you would remember better than I would.
Does he have eyes? Special eyes.
My brand.
I have special eyes.
Look, what do you see with your special eyes?
My brand.
Look what you're.
I'm glad I have converted you to that. So good. Oh,
What
well,
a
there's
pain.
the presages stats. What the heck?
I really don't think you put them down.
Is it actually 6 stress points and goes through armor for the presage?
Oh
Like,
yeah, that's
that-
right.
It's 6 stress points and goes through armor for the presage, right?
Thanks,
it's armor
Sonder.
piercing,
So
definitely.
he's dead right
obviously.
now.
Yep.
She's like trying to stare at him. She's like, "Oh, he's dead."
Oh, I don't even have any syringes right now, man.
I put it in a dock, I think. Hold
Uh-huh.
on. I'm so sorry. I know I
Meanwhile, the
typed
ship-
something down.
Hope Heisel's doing well.
Isol's not doing well.
I'm gonna do a lie, and it's gonna go talkingly and well because I'm good at that.
I wasn't
Isabel's
necessarily
like-
thinking
Isabel's
well.
like, I don't talk to people. I have this guy that I keep in my closet. Punch them.
It was not a closet.
Oh, so he didn't come out of the closet.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
Don't copy that.
On the winner's podium. I'd like to
Proud
thank
moment.
my boyfriend. And everyone's like,
I'm actually not sure whether that's taboo or not in the Dishonored universe. Really iffy. The Abby hated it though, from what I've read.
The Abby just sucks, though. He's
Yeah,
not really a good like vantage point for the rest of Dishonored.
that's fair.
Morality.
Yeah, or for overseers are like, yeah, you got to be moral, and I'm gonna go kill some people to prove it. Okay. It's a survive check, but it's not a contest. I believe it is a survive check difficulty of. I'm gonna. There's no focus for this sort of thing, so I'm gonna say it's a difficulty of 2. You like that? Does that feel too low? Do you want it to be 7?
Well, since you asked.
just know that people can steal
Do
this
you-
from you.
Do you think it should be
Oh.
3? I guess resolve would be the focus.
Yeah, probably.
Well, my resolve is 3.
All right. I will say
Just
the
like-
difficulty is 3 then.
That's generous of you, and I appreciate it.
That's a 3.
Woo.
Yep. That's a critical success
2
and 1
2
success.
apparently would have been too easy because
Well-
it made it.
I don't fudge rolls, by the way.
Can I? Isabella's getting all up close and personal. I duck around her and put a gun to her head. Very John Reed episode 2 style.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that the thing that you just did with your black bone charm is the only thing you'll be able to do this turn. I'm sorry.
You should've
It's a special attack. It should be costly. So
That is fair enough. That would have changed if I did, but I will take it.
That
All right.
is why you should have got her.
I would have if I had known it was.
in fact, when you stare down Pix, you look straight into the darkness behind the mask and red pupils there. And he just looks back at you, twists his head a little bit, and his eyes grow brighter.
It's not human.
It's terrifying, man.
This is not a human. This is an advanced clockwork soldier.
Okay. And he is going to attack for 2 more times.
Oh yeah.
And are you contesting this?
Yes, there's no reason not to.
As opposed to
Uh, nope.
Would you roll?
13 and a 17.
And are any of those successes?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
She's not a
don't buy.
fighter.
I don't do anything forcefully.
All right.
She's a talker, not a fighter. And Sibel is a fighter, not a talker.
Okay.
This is the opposite of the Lysander thing.
This is how you felt when Lysander kept trying to talk, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like I don't do that. So Anton also doesn't fight. He's just like, I just get what I want, okay? Give me
So-
what I want. Dang it.
So
For his next attack, he basically is swinging downwards, right towards you, towards your side.
Oh.
And you can swear you see almost like a. It looks like there is a reflection of the pole that he's using. It's shimmering almost in reality. As it hits you, you go flying. There's no check. It just hits you with this massive amount of bone-breaking force. And you hit the wall, which is like 7 feet away. You take, let's see, 5 points of stress damage.
take that as a.
You do?
I would die if I did not.
Okay. All right.
Pardon me?
Because of the fact that you said that, and there was supposed to be amount of risk in taking a grievous injury, they were intending to subdue you. So you would not have taken a grievous injury, but because you took that risk, you do have one. Just want to be clear so that people don't rely on grievous injuries too much.
It's not
Wait.
lethal.
So I will. I'm not contesting that, but I did not know there was non-lethal damage.
Non-lethal 5.
I will take that anyway.
I mean,
because
what'd you guys
I
think?
said what I said.
What'd you think about like all the people that you like killed in the, or I mean, you choked out?
They were NPCs.
What's that?
I thought they were NPCs and counted differently.
Combat's the same for everybody.
I guess so. Yeah.
Someone's
I trust you.
damage.
No, it's okay. I said I would take a grievous injury. I will do that. Just
Okay.
need to know from now on.
All right.
There will be okay.
And it definitely doesn't feel like there's any blood on the outside, but you took some lot of internal damage. Ah, you know what?
My liver.
Hey,
Sunlight
I get to do the damage die.
Oh. Oh.
Well, that's wrong.
What was it?
That's also wrong. Right hand, left foot. You know, okay.
Yeah, I guess.
They could, because you're going up against a wall. It's probably like twisted at a weird angle or something like that. Okay, fine. I'll stick with the dice. You feel an immense pain in your hand as you were launched against the wall, and because of the way that you land on it, bends at an angle that it should not bend at. And though your body is just convulsed in pain, you're not going to be moving anytime soon. But I'm actually going to say that you're not unconscious, just because of the fact that you didn't take really any head damage, and the pain is honestly keeping you conscious. It's just really present.
So I'm not able to try to
No.
struggle to my feet.
No,
I mean,
you
would that be
are.
equivalent of
I did
being-
just read the rules on this. You are subdued is the term. So basically unconscious, but just you can't move. I mean, it would require you to get up, and that requires the use of your abdominals, which is right where you got hit. So it's just, it's too much.
Nope, I can't push myself up with that. You're like, well, it just goes in a weird.
Mhm. No, she's still alive. You want me to tie her to the back of the motorcycle? Oh, it's too early in the day to do that. Uh, hmm, hmm. Give me a second. She takes a sip of her bourbon. We can keep her here for now. We'll take her out once the sun sets. You got a plot, right? Sab, are you gonna go? What are you doing?
So Sav was gonna go talk to Miguel and stuff, and
Yeah, you just approach the balcony and I'm sorry, Rachel. They
yeah,
We're gonna make sure that you get some screen time tonight. Ooh.
yeah.
And yet I still haven't been shot.
Belle's not a gun person.
Yeah, no.
That's called,
She's an explosives person, but explosives are lethal.
That's called
Hmm.
DMs know what your magic items do.
Wait, what? No. Oh no. Hey, no, I didn't just account for that. Like, you saw that Pix had the staff earlier.
Oh, yeah.
That was the
Oh, yeah.
intention.
Yeah.
Sabelle
No,
is
it's
an
a joke.
explosives person, and also they were tending to subdue you.
No, I don't mean that you're metagaming. I just think
Okay.
it's funny.
Yeah,
Because it is like
The
straight
first
up a
time
coincidence, and yet everyone else has been shot.
yeah, it is fair. You did find the two people that will assault you physically and not shoot you in Pandacia. There you go. What are your
Tried
odds?
to talk to them and they didn't shoot you.
Okay. So you'd see Mikhail and Ellison talking on the balcony. And well, here's my thing. Morgan was a great character, and I really hope that he returns. Oh, well, I mean, just because he hasn't been in an episode lately does not mean that he's gone. Just saying. Oh, hello, Seb. How are you?
Hey, yeah. Hope you guys want to talk. I've been meaning to talk to you about some stuff. Awesome. You can talk with author later. That's so.
Well, it's all good. It was a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Civilian. Oh, and you, Mrs. I don't think I got your last name. Tesroy. Ellison Tesroy. And she's gonna head back to the bridge. Okay, so what do you want to talk to me about?
Okay. Yeah. So the letter that I was supposed to give you, I didn't because we left. Lost it. So I'm gonna just tell you it. Basically, um wanted to apologize for one implying you and Heisel. I I'm I just I'm not good at talking with people or interacting in general, and I kind of just stuff. Best mood if I remember. But anyway,
Well, I forgive you. Apologies mean a lot to me, and though it was somewhat trivial, I I appreciate that you care about what you said.
yeah,
Don't worry about it.
yeah. Second things less applicable now, I suppose, in some ways, but just I haven't. Basically, I'll promise that. Take care of Heisel. I haven't done that well at all, to be honest. She's been in way more danger and danger, but not. I want to make sure Heisel's. I was told that by. Well, one of the final things Lee told me to do. Take care of them both. But I had already promised myself that. Sure. Okay. No. I have a lot going on in my life. I have inadvertently attacked her and gotten bitten by the dog. This. Well, and, well, she's protected because I got pretty messed up from that.
Why did you attack her?
I was on Void, right? Wait, Void Fiend? I don't react well to it.
Normally, I'd say it's stupid to take that sort of thing, but then again,
Turns out, I don't know, with stuff and Void, right? Void, Void, Void stuff does do well. Yeah.
it's taking a look into the void, from what I've heard. I mean, to many, that's void. It's incredibly scary. It's terrifying. It's overwhelming.
Yes, I know. I know about the Void being terrifying and bad.
Intuition check.
Thank you.
2 successes.
Okay.
One of which is critical. So 3 successes.
Ooh.
Miguel knows everything.
Miguel knows. What would he know?
Interesting.
What I'm imagining, and you can tell me this is too far, he knows that you'd probably have some sort of interaction with the void.
Yeah.
Even if it's like, it could be scientific, it could be cult-based. He doesn't know that you've been to the
He's
void.
probably
That's a
he
stretch.
probably the thing he's picking up is like even like there's been a that Sab's kind of
Yeah.
freaked out about because he's been kind of hopping around a little nervous talking about.
Right.
He's probably picking.
Real quickly, Levi, no.
Okay.
It's just a dog. It ain't a self-portrait. There's actually a cleverly placed mirror in the painting that you can just see a shred of his ear. No. That's it.
Drawing the ear with.
And you're never doing that again, right? Good.
Still, that's not important.
Seb, could you tell me what happened to Mr. Barrett? Who was quiet?
He hasn't. We haven't been able to talk about it. I think it should. Basically, during Hazel got kidnapped.
Did you even tell him that you got kidnapped?
I don't think so.
I thought
Either.
Heisel was basically like, it's been an interesting time,
Wait.
but more about you.
Shut the front door. What?
Oh, yeah, that sounds better.
Kidnapped?
Yeah. So there's, I don't know how much I should tell you for, but basically was some bad people at a party, kidnapped her and Anton. Basically, we were trying to find her with some of our people that we know. We were able to get them back with an exchange, but Lee was basically on the bridge between the exchange, and I don't know quite exactly why he did it, but he basically attacked Snatch, and
There's a man named Snitch. Did you tell him about like the pirates on?
I don't think
was-
so.
oh well, he was one of the pirates that attacked. He was one of the pirates that attacked us on the voyage over here.
Oh, he did hear about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So, I not sure why he did it. I think it would have been even to save Anton. Didn't know who it was. Kind of bargained for him. And turned out he had left, escaped, or let him go or something. I think Heisel had done something. But basically, yeah, these. Lee didn't. Lee didn't make it out. We haven't found his body. We have some people looking for. That's basically what's been going on with that. Me and him were that close. Some stuff I learned. Soften some edges.
Isil is pursuing one of the most noble goals that could ever be pursued. The more she chases after it, it's just getting more and more dangerous. I don't know what I would do if she died.
You either. To be honest. Nice.
Can't just tell her to stop. Because Leo is in a much worse place.
I get it. Why? But like,
Normally, I would leave these things for Heisel to say, but it's your job to protect her. You need to know her. Leo is not himself. He is like an empty vessel, from what Heisel has told me. And she was very, very close to him. She loved him. He loved her. And the void is not going to stop that. She wants to see him as he truly was again. Back here. Her. It's hard to just continue on with my pointless serial while my friends are risking life. I think I should join you all. Probably learn.
it teaches. I punched. Guess yeah. Go after that. Need people to Back her up. Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Well, maybe I should ask her before we agree on this.
That's true. Hmm.
Is she? Where is she right now?
Well, basically, I sent it off to talk to someone that I know is dangerous. Okay.
Who?
Sibel,
Visconti.
Visconti.
And is literally investigating her for corruption.
Yeah, I know.
And is she alone?
Yes. Let me check something. Stab reaches in and pulls out Hootie. Hey, Hoots.
Hootie A. Hoots. I actually had a friend named Hootie
Now,
way back when. Short for Houston.
now I know
Houston,
you're infinitely
Dallas.
wise, but you've been through.
And,
Just,
and
you know,
fulfillment.
size okay. Do you know if that's true or not? Like, just because, I mean, I feel like maybe we didn't do this as far as we could have.
Yeah, there's no response.
Okay. Either he's taking a nap, likely because it's late. Angren just doesn't want. Just not.
Is it?
Like, you.
You
That's
said
a
early
question.
evening.
Yeah, and the question is, we all been doing like the same? Yeah, I'll say time is staying the same. Yeah, the sun is just now setting.
Wouldn't have been in the.
You would have been out actually probably by like 4 o'clock. If you want,
Okay.
you could be back at the airship.
Is there anything that he could have done between that time?
Yeah.
Like picked up some art supplies while he was there.
Hmm. Yeah, if you want to buy stuff,
Okay.
what are you looking to buy? Everything? Just a little bit?
Shoot. Got to ask the curator about what's need on. I'll get the materials that could make. I'll get enough materials that I'm sure that I have the stuff that would be required to make the actual, like, accurate thing. Not fully knowing what that is, so probably a little bit of extra.
Okay. So
If I can.
the materials total, which includes canvas, frame, all the paints that you might need, probably going to run you at least 400 notes. All of it. So if there's a specific element you'd like to purchase, they actually, canvas wise, would probably, yeah, they'd actually have the canvas size or canvases of that size.
Gosh dang.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that, and I've seen canvases of that size in like the Carnegie Center.
12 feet tall?
Okay, maybe like 10, but like really, really tall. So
Fair enough. I mean, if they have them, they have them. I guess that's a thing here.
right, and we're like
Everyone
a
wants to make 12-foot tall paintings because they see one that's really cool, and they're like, okay, I want to do that too.
right, and I mean we're just some random school in Ohio. Like this
That's
is
true.
Fancy Art Institute.
I mean, if it's the best one in Pandyssia because it's the only one in Pandyssia, it probably has fancy stuff.
Yep. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like the Academy of Natural Philosophy is kind of the only like upper level academic school in Dunwall,
Oh, yeah.
but it's also like really
Really good.
prestigious. Yeah. So
They're not mutually exclusive.
Okay, so I'm gonna buy it all.
The canvas?
I'm gonna buy all of it.
Oh, you have the money?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said 400 notes for everything, right?
Yeah.
I'm buying it all.
Yeah. I want to say quartermaster, but
Everyone
I
thinks
really
I'm
don't
more
know who
broke
would be
than
the
I am.
person that like has the materials. But oh, wow, that's a lot of material I got there. I ask what you're painting?
Well, I'm not sure. You know, sometimes you're exploring a place and you just get inspired to make it. Well, yeah, so I don't have a specific project in mind.
Ooh, you sure you don't want to start with something smaller then for some exploratory work?
Well, I've done smaller. I need to do bigger to expand my horizons.
Oh. Oh, you got a sketch reference for anything you're working on?
Sure.
For those of you online, Levi or Anton is showing us a picture of. Wait, was it Sab dragging?
Yeah, so
It is Sab dragging Anton through the water at Curator Merrick's house. And Anton is just sitting there in the water, face up, at peace in the world, but not really, because his leg has been trapped by so many bear traps. Wow. Is it like a symbolism? Like anybody, someone carried, he would recognize you in the. So, oh, it's like someone has like metaphorically carried you through life.
Exactly, and I'm just drifting in the sea, and
I mean, it
people
could be literal
have pulled
too.
me.
I mean,
No,
Little
it's
paintings.
full of symbolism.
I like it.
Thank
I've
you.
never seen anything painted like that.
Well,
Good.
just wait till you see it 12 feet tall.
Whew. Well, good luck on that.
Thank you.
Okay. I forgot that it's 3 canvases.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Do I need to pay more? How much more?
200 notes.
15 shorts.
Oh, bargain him down.
Well, you know, since I am buying a lot of materials here, I'm just thinking, you know, I could get like your bulk sort of discount, your like when someone's buying so much and it's should be cheaper to reward people for making a lot of large
Yeah, okay.
oh um
No talk check. That's a good reason. Nobody's paid this much money for this much material for quite a while. So what are you doing with the other 2 canvases? Because I'd probably recommend if you're trying to do drafts, like maybe to save money. Wait, what am I?
no, it's iterations on the same theme. One theme in 3 different styles really helps you to think about
Oh, it's
the
a
art.
triptych.
Well, I wouldn't call it that.
No. It's 3 pieces about a single topic.
Well, I guess you could say I am making a triptych.
Well, hey, you're in the right place to do that, huh?
I am. Too bad we don't have the other one, right?
Yeah, real travesty there. But hey, the way I like to think about it is what that painting has established. Got quite the legacy. Got inspiring painters like you and I to do more things, and inspiring another triptychian, if you will.
It is. Yeah, I can honestly say I wouldn't be buying 3 12 feet tall canvases if it weren't for that triptych.
Here's the thing. I know you're playing it up. Can you make a talk check, please?
He's a bad
Listen,
actor.
how is he
He's a
until
very
it shows
poor
up
liar.
again? How is he going to be like, oh, he's trying to forge it? There's
He
no
might
good
get
evidence.
suspicious
Well,
now,
that's
though.
the thing, though. It's the way that he's talking about it. You're directly
No.
talking about it conspicuously, though.
He might get suspicious and be like, you better not. And then later, if he sees it and he's like, wait, that's a forgery, then he's like, I bet I know who did that. That guy.
Okay, I normally wouldn't do this, but I gotta be honest. The reason that I am is because you sounded so conspicuous.
and it was really funny, but like my characters are
no.
still gonna react to it.
No,
Like,
I intended
12
for
foot
that.
tall canvases. He's just like,
I
yeah,
intended
it's
for that.
exactly like the. Okay, all right.
I intended for that 100%.
What'd you get?
2 successes.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't get anything.
Yes.
Good.
Well, all right. Well then, best of luck with your triptych. Got a name in mind?
No. That'll come when it's complete, I'm sure. Typically, you know, seeing the whole thing put together.
I like your philosophy.
I don't know how I'm going to carry all this out.
Oh,
You have any suggestions for how
yeah,
someone
we
would
got some
get
dollies.
in here? How quickly and
I
how
think we got the
easily could that
canvas.
move a triptych out of the building?
What's that?
Nothing. That would be, thank you. I would appreciate that so much.
All right. Yeah, let me give you a hand. Got like a card or something out back?
I have an airship. Well,
Parked? We don't have spots for airships here.
it's not here.
Oh, I
Have
I
you-
can't leave for that long. Can
Well,
you?
see, the thing is, there was someone with me. It's gone. Now, well, I had a dog too. Not that my dog would have probably been. My dog is also gone. So, is there any tips once we get this out of the building for a way that might be easier for me to carry 3 12-foot tall canvases plus various art supplies down the road by myself?
Probably gonna need to rent a carriage.
Oh gosh. How much of a discount did I get?
Good question. You know what? I'll say 100 notes off.
Woo!
We might actually have a shot at this.
How much is the carriage?
I don't really know.
Okay. We'll see. I had money. I used to. One day I did.
And then you were like, let's use it all on something that's going to give me absolutely no returns.
I know.
Art.
It is, though.
Mhm.
Respect.
Art simulator.
Art Simulator. I'm broke. End of Art Simulator.
There are different reasons why people play role-playing games. Sometimes it's war, fighting, romantic stuff, or just role-playing a starving artist. People are into that.
Okay, so I will try to get a carriage to rent.
Mhm.
That I can, I guess, strap 3 12-foot tall canvases to the roof of. This has become immediately the most ridiculous expedition.
Yup.
It's about to get more ridiculous.
This
When
is
you
like
walk out of the
silent
institute
film levels.
and go to start looking for carriages, you would see actually a carriage approaching you right now. With a man with messy red hair.
No.
You go, hey, Anton, it's Jacob Reed. And Josh literally told me the thing that Jacob Reed was doing today is renting a carriage.
You're kidding.
I am not.
Why did he want to rent a carriage?
Because he is moving his stuff from his little
Oh,
hideout
right.
to the airship.
Oh,
That's
my word.
It
amazing.
is, isn't it? And
Well-
so I'm not going to roleplay him too much because it's not my character. So if you want to go back to the airship on that carriage with your stuff,
I do.
you're good. Yeah. So, yeah.
That was a Jacob Ex Machina.
It was, but
Well,
he's
it's an
got a carriage. So,
He's got
and
a
the Art
carriage.
Institute is the center of the city, so it makes sense for him to pass by.
Fair enough. Well, I'm gonna go in the carriage.
All right, there you go. I won't roleplay all that, but yeah, you got all the stuff back to the ship.
Good.
Congratulations. And his stuff is also there too.
Didn't even have to pay for it. That's so excellent.
Thank
still
you
have 8
very
ship
much,
notes.
Josh. We appreciate your carriage renting
Yeah.
ability.
So yeah, I guess I'm on the airship putting away my groceries.
Yep. Except your groceries are massive canvases?
Yeah,
Can buy.
it's canvases.
Oh, I want to say can
Unfortunately.
buy. Okay. So it probably took you a little while to get all that stuff unpacked and meeting Reed and whatnot. So
Also, how was my Jacob read?
It was pretty.
Solid.
Okay, good to hear. Felt like him. So it would probably be just about sunset by the time that you're actually putting stuff back on the carriage.
Imagining there's been at least 3 times that he's been carrying a 12-foot tall canvas and is like turned really slowly, but because like there's a lot of air resistance on that, but still like nearly hit someone in the face with a canvas.
These are super unwieldy. Please make a move check. Or a
Take
tinker
that.
check, your choice.
Move boldly, right? Use free running.
Wait, that's
Carrying
You're
the
down
head,
with
with a
sprinting.
canvas.
Oh.
Oh, I like glide.
Jacob Reed's like, man, I need to adapt that. Maybe I can make like giant canvas bat wings.
He's
The raven
he's like,
wings.
She stole my idea. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make a difference if I add anything to it. Really, 2 successes,
Okay,
which is
you're
one-
good.
one-
You know this airship inside and out. You round the corners perfectly, and you get everything into the cargo hold. I just like the idea of like you guys ever like buying provisions or something like that, and people just unpacking them like, oh wow, those are some really good paintings right there, massive.
You know, they remind me of something.
Mm.
Is that the view from the city? Wait,
You could probably drape them if necessary, like very carefully,
yeah,
but
I've actually done that. I very carefully is correct, but I have to keep cat hair from getting on them.
all right. So what are you doing?
well. That
Actually,
would be
take Mikhail. Don't know where Sibel lives, but then does. Heisel might be able to handle herself in this situation.
and we can just
Yes,
No,
yes, that's a good
my
idea. Mm-hmm. Let's go do that.
hand on. So Heisel went off on that one thing. We're gonna go and wait outside the house, just in case.
Oh, what's this? Lady Augur okay? Gray says he's here, and he cocks his shotgun. Oh, sorry about that. Just
Yeah, come
Just
on,
don't
come on, Greg.
shoot her,
we could,
but-
we could use your help.
oh, I don't intend to shoot her. Oh, good.
Well, I mean, if someone else is shooting her, then you shoot him.
Mm,
You know.
sounds like a plan. By the way, I did just meet some of my fellow enforcers again. No luck on your friend. Sorry about that. All right. You guys are heading out towards the Scanty house. Well, he technically did. Do any of you know where that is?
Why would I?
Yeah.
I think we would, but I think since it is like kind of the rich part
I'm
of
going
town,
to. Well, that's fair. Yeah, you
we'll
can.
probably
You can do
know,
that.
like, okay, it's about
Wandering
rich
around.
part of town. We'll check.
Yeah.
Wandering around until we see the ones that the like sconces outside are shaped like dynamite. Like that seems eccentric and just the
Probably
right way.
ask some people too.
Yeah.
Have a package to deliver to the Ascanti household.
Mikhail would go to. I can't believe I just reused his name, but his negotiator friend Morgan, and ask where they went, and she would point you to the right direction to the rich neighborhood. So, but Isabella Scanti, excuse me, Jennifer Casey, who is doing the investigation on, well, would be in that neighborhood. Okay, keep this on the down low. This is Morgan. Kind of spying now. Passing. Don't make noises. All right, you guys go have fun. I got legal papers to sign. right. So you guys are on the move over to Ganti. Isel. You are. It's not fading in and out of consciousness, but your world is spinning right now. It's. I'm really sorry. It's just a lot of pain. Pix eventually would come right up next to you and blindfold you. And you would probably feel your body move a little bit, picked up. You definitely know because there would be a little bit of pain in every single movement. Oh, so Lady Augur, how exactly did you know that name?
So I'm able to.
You
Able
can
to
you
speak.
can talk, but it's hard.
Say it. It's
Make a talk check.
Oh wait, would the momentum have gone away?
What's that?
Would the momentum have gone away?
I'll allow it. You're still in the same building.
Nice.
Make a weekly check.
I also will say that
Ineffectively.
even if you roll really high, Sibel is just inherently skeptical of the void.
Uh-huh.
So
Gonna be 4 successes.
well, considering she rolled 1 success and a complication.
Ooh.
I will say, because she is a little doubtful to the void, one thing's for certain, she's not going to pick up that you actually know this guy. Void stuff.
Still angry.
Pix, just take her outside. Give me a minute. Gotta let some folks know about some things. Yeah. Just don't forget to sack her.
I can talk. Can I move?
What's that?
Can I move at all?
Make a survive check. You have resolve, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can apply that focus if you want. Partial successes based. Or yeah, partial successes.
2.
2. Okay. Just because of all the pain. You could attack if you do anything pretty quick, like, using your fist to punch. No. But like maybe another use of the presage. They actually didn't take it off.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm imposing the same thing that I imposed on you guys when you guys kidnapped Demas. You guys just forgot to mention that they searched you. I forgot to mention that, so that means they forgot.
From the way they were talking about it, do I know when? No, because okay. So I'm gonna wait until after the bell is no longer with us.
Okay. You would feel burlap fabric go over your body.
Why did she tell him to do it if it was gonna do it when she was there? I was okay. No,
That's
made my
fair.
bed, lying in it.
Assume
In the potato sack?
incorrectly and you assume incorrectly. That's how that goes.
Yep.
Okay.
Potato sack
Are you
is
saying
your bed.
anything?
Well, listen, is this Sibel still there?
No, it's Pix. The bell went upstairs.
Bro, when she left, I shot him.
Wait, excuse.
I said I was waiting until Sibel left
Yeah.
to shoot him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You can shoot him.
I assumed that he would wait until she was gone to put on the sack, which I was like, yeah, okay, we'll wait until I have one person to
Yeah.
fight instead
Okay.
of 2.
You can pull that.
Cool.
I mean,
So,
now.
what does his armor look like? Are there any chinks?
You are blindfolded right now.
Yeah, I
But
am.
make a study check to try and remember.
Okay. Oh dear. Perception?
Hmm?
Perception?
No.
because
Okay.
you're not perceiving anything right now. It's a memory thing.
Well, table or floor?
Table. Sorry.
2 successes. Critical.
Okay. Well, there's a pretty simple principle about armor, is that you can't have every inch covered, because then people would walk like this. Joints have to be.
So he's
And
carrying me right now.
survivals.
He is.
Could I get? Well, I mean, I can feel his arms. Obviously, could
Yeah.
I shoot in the chink where his
Yep.
arm would attach to
Okay.
the rest of the body?
The
Um,
armpit chink.
Roll a fight check. This is going to be incredibly difficult. This is probably going to be. Let's see. Base difficulty for any ranged attack, even at point blank, is 2. So it is going to be. I'll say 3 because he's carrying you.
Okay. I don't remember, but- Yeah, there's nothing else to do. I'm gonna reroll it with a void point. Multiplication and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Doing great.
No.
Your gun cracks out. It's really hard to. You can't see a thing. Your arms, they're not bound, but you're incredibly weak. There's a lot of pain. We'll say you had an excellent idea. That target that you set out, really smart. You know what? I'm gonna give you a void point. You are free to use it again if you want.
Even though I already used one on the roll.
Just because of the fact that I forgot. That I was thinking like, wow, that's like that is the place that you shoot someone if they're wearing armor.
Especially if you're like over their shoulders. That's where
Mhm,
you get
mhm.
to.
I still don't think I can get 3, but
Right,
I
there's
will
just
use
so
it.
many
I
important
will
things in
try
this
it.
area.
They like also probably wouldn't notice if you're.
Because he's gonna take the gun after this, so I might as well try now.
All right.
No way!
Is it 2 critical successes?
It's a 5 and a 1. That is 3 successes.
Oh, excellent.
No way.
Awesome.
Oh.
Double damage because that's at vitals.
Woo.
The gun cracks out, and though it's a small piece, guns are still very loud. But you hear a little hiss, and you are dropped to the ground.
That's gotta hurt, man.
It does, but you're out of stress points.
And also, it's not necessarily deadly damage.
Oh no, yeah, that's a
Can
good point.
I
It
try
just
and
hurts.
yank the blindfold?
Make another survive check to move again.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Survive what? Boldly?
Yeah.
Resolve. That's gonna be 1 success.
Okay,
Ooh, okay.
we'll get done. Okay, okay. What'd you roll?
Just 1 success.
Okay. You can move your arms to the blindfold, but it just takes so much to get there that your hands are there, and you're gonna have to roll again after his turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Probably felt bad though.
Oh, it felt real bad.
Here's the thing: you shot him. He wants to hit you again, and that'll probably kill you. You know what? No. You've got a head. Okay. Yeah. He hits you in the head, and there's no survive check because you're already technically subdued. You're out unconscious.
Fair enough.
Valiant effort, though.
This is merciful of you.
Mm-hmm.
Also makes it feel like he's maybe not a clockwork reacted like,
Mm-hmm.
which is unexpected. Maybe he just has
I
special
think he's got
eyes.
fancy goggles, man.
My brand.
My brand.
I think that might be it.
All right. So, you go black once again.
Totally epic use of that second void point, though. That makes me feel better.
Yeah,
Pix is damaged.
yeah. 2 stress points down, man. Pretty good. Also because that was armor piercing, that goes straight to his stress points, not to his armor. So
Nice.
good word.
So would we see someone suspiciously going behind the house and with a burlap sack?
This is
hear
unfortunately
gunshot.
just as the sun set,
Or
or a little bit after.
Would they hear the
Oh.
gun?
Someone was watching the house, right?
Sibel would
Casey.
definitely hear it. So would Jennifer Casey and Wilkes. And with that, we are probably going to end session this week.
Fair enough.
Sorry to be leaving you on a cliffhanger, but there you
Oh,
go.
you've done it before. Thanks.
All right,
Welcome.
we will see you all next week. Thank you for joining us.